Holy shit, this hipster can't just shut the fuck up.
No, of course not.
Hit him with your car. Hit him with your winter car.
Hit him with the game machine.
I mean, you could do like weird shit like that in the original, where you could hook up a tow cable to the slot machine and then yank it out of the pub it's in, or beat people up, or and then for some reason you're like, haha, I got away with it, and then Timo would just be like, yeah, I knew that was fucking you. Like, I could see you doing it from the from the window, you asshole. Pay me for my shit. No, prices are now 10 times as much until it's paid back.
That's like a 90s simulation in Finland.
Yeah.
First one was 94, this is 99.
I remember that like a poker game. I played that when I was like maybe 10 or 11 years old.
Also, the currency is in marks still as opposed to euros. So.
Yeah, it's 99.
Better days.
Well,
99, so it's right on the cusp before Euro.
Yep.
Sugar for 7 marks, which I'm sure translates to like 20 cents.
To about 120.
Yeah.
Why would you have stores with so many empty shelves? Come on, put some fake shit in there.
Okay, I found that there was no fucking like energy drinks during that time.
Boo! Boo! Unrealistic!
All the young kids were...
energy drinks. I couldn't be that.
You had to just mix
all the young kids
sugar
actually
and
had to
Oreo.
drink beer.
Oh, I mean, that is realistic, I guess. Okay, but whenever you're done playing and we can get to, the game, the game we're doing today.
500 marks, yeah, sure.
Just run out.
Your beer.
Run out, make him chase you.
I can only carry one thing at a time.
Just like in real
Shoplift
life.
one item at a time to your store.
Oh, you're playing a woman.
What? No, he's not.
Nothing.
Wow.
Can't
We don't have
lift.
strength to carry more than one item at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if it's a crate of beer.
Explains also the horrible car controls.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Am I right?
You say that, but this game has one of the best force feedback.
Throw the beer at the police car.
What I'm saying is
Rattiapoliin.
what I'm saying is, I understand that the game might be responsive with the controls. I'm just commenting on your driving skills.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
Sure. Also, force feedback is the thing that was used in like actual steering wheels.
Yeah, this game has steering wheel support, and it's one of the best steering wheel games I've ever played.
Are you telling me that you're playing this right now, what I'm seeing, with a steering wheel?
No, this is keyboard and mouse.
Then
My steering wheel is broken. Sadly.
Okay, the only reason we're not seeing it right now with the steering wheel is because it's broken. Okay. No, I mean, sure. I mean, if it's a car game, why not put steering wheel support in there, I guess? The game looks like it's from the 90s.
It looks potato, but with the steering wheel, it's ridiculously good.
Okay.
It's stupid how good it is.
Well, I mean, good to hear, I guess. It's very much a depth over visuals sort of game. Okay, but
Run the stop sign.
Really fucking
Criminal.
Yeah, okay. Actually, seriously, just fucking save your game so we can play the fucking board game that we're here for.
Back home to save. I need to get to the toilet to save.
Mom, I can't stop playing right now. I'm in a raid.
I'm almost there.
Sure. Anyway, can someone give me a recap? It's been 2 weeks, just so we're all on the same page. Last time you went to a big spooky house, and you decided to poke around and touch stuff with sticks while some people waited outside. And you talked to a quote-unquote expert, and then you decided the expert was in fact not very good, so you tossed him out.
Yes.
Yikes.
We poked around. We tried a ritual, which didn't actually do anything. The house tried to, I don't know, scare us away.
Well, I mean, it tried to electrocute Matteo.
True. So,
And the rest of you
Let's
have
see.
felt your sanity from the various weird shit that you've seen slowly start slipping a
No.
little bit and being drained.
I-
Yes, you
I-
haven't taken sanity damage points yet, I know.
yeah.
But in general, you've just been
I'm
seeing more and
fine.
more weird shit.
Theo did.
Sure, true. But yeah, we did it. We started it in the master bedroom. Gorm went to the bathroom to be a high school girl and do Bloody Mary
Mhm.
challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Except he saw Bloody Mary approaching with a razor blade. And I think Guybrush was the one to pull him out of the room. He's like, okay, yeah, we stop this now. You're not staying here when a woman with a razor blade comes out of the mirror. We went to check the other bedroom. I can't remember if we found anything there per se. But the radio. Oh no! Initially, it was Guybrush and Agent Stone who
Mhm.
went in, right? And then the radio wanted Guybrush to come out, pretending to be the expert, but we were like, yeah, no, neither of us is staying alone here. So I dragged him out. The expert was like, no, I didn't say anything. At which point, Guybrush was like, okay, the house wants Agent Stone, and if possession is possible, he should probably not go inside because he's the only one who can actually kill us all because he's a military expert or something. And he meekly accepted. When I took Gorm in, there was the incident in the bathroom. Eventually, the expert came back inside. He was super pissed off. We drove him outside, and then he brought other guys in. A bunch of stuff happened. There was a cat that you
Yes.
guys chased. Oh, that's what came out from the fourth bedroom was a cat, and Gorm chased it.
We really need to
Gorm
agree to
chased
just watch a recap video.
Yeah,
Yes, you
sort
guys
of.
chased it around the house, chased it to the garage, and there, when you tried to grab it from the rafters, instead it sort of went poof, and there was electrical wiring there, and he almost got electrocuted, but instead he fell asleep. And
Yeah,
then as
it
Gorm was
had,
dragging him out, he saw some more creepy visages, and meanwhile you were dealing with a bloody mirror that was giving you messages in code.
Mixed messages, yeah, that I was
Also-
filming or taking down, and
I have no idea about what Gorm cat you're talking about because it was just a cat, a regular.
yeah,
old
you didn't
cat.
see the face.
Yeah.
It's
Neither
just
did
other
I.
people going insane.
But Matteo did, yeah.
Great.
Before
Weird
it turned
stuff
into a live
happened.
wire.
Expert man got booted to the curb politely.
Yes.
But it does mean that you are very much in a situation where you will need to either experiment or pull on whatever threads you still have, because the house apparently is unbothered by what you have done so far.
Yeah.
Did we smash a
Where we
single?
got the idea from, but the furniture was important, and I think we ended with the note of you
was from
might
this
want to actually
specialist.
track. Yeah, we might want to track down the furniture and get it to places.
To be fair, that might be the only actual intelligent clue the so-called expert might have given us.
Yeah.
A morsel of actual intelligent uttered
Advice.
from that
Yeah.
mouth.
The idiot
Because that
says
was
to do
also what
something, don't do
Donovan Ordinelli had been trying to do, is because he had also marked places where the furniture had been.
that. Right.
I need a drink. I got bamboozled by an idiot.
And in order to avoid people getting separated all over the place again, I will be assuming that all of you are traveling together, and I will just be rotating through each player to take the lead individually. One at a time. Matthias right now is only in listening mode on the phone, I think.
In 15 minutes I should be like on computer.
Great. So until then, we'll start him at the end of the queue. Matteo is currently asleep. If we're picking this up right where we left off, then
Yeah,
Dr.
I should
Gorm.
be unconscious, I think.
Dr.
Oh,
Gorm, your
Matteo
turn.
is dreaming of Finland.
Yeah, he's
He's currently
hooking
stuck in a
device.
fridge.
Yeah, he's hooking a device up to his brain, and he's like, "Let's see what he is dreaming about." And then you just see the dream of him playing My Summer Car.
Normalcy. Normalcy winter living with no ghosts or gorm-faced cats or electric wires.
I thought you said he was Mexican. Apparently, he's Finnish.
No. That's his dream. That's the only place he can dream to be completely at peace, just live a regular life, even if he's a Mexican from cartel background. He's like, I just need to go to a place where it snows and it's just gonna be peaceful.
For some reason, though, he does speak perfect Finnish.
The hidden power. Oh, I actually ended up on in a kind of a cheat language,
What does that mean?
Indo-European.
Okay.
Because he's an anthropologist, he'd probably know how to speak Indo-European.
Okay. That's
just
like
because
a prime
of how-
language.
Yeah, like a prime language of Latin and
Okay,
a
but
lot
you know that
German
doesn't mean
and
you can then understand all the languages. It just means you have an easier time understanding those. Like a
exactly
like a
like
little
I
bit
said,
of a buff.
cheat language. Yeah,
it's like
it's
knowing
not-
Esperanto. It's like, yes, technically it's its own thing, but no one speaks that.
Yeah. So what it will be in the end is, as I said, I found a way to cheat myself out of a skill.
Great. Yeah. All right. Dr. Gorm uses Esperanto to solve the case.
That's probably gonna happen at some
Actually,
point.
I'm going to make a little note for myself for this specific thing, because now that's going to be how it works. Doctor, please, how will we ever solve the mysteries hidden in this book? It's written in a language none of us speak. Wait a second. This book was written in Esperanto.
All right. The only logical conclusion at this point is Gorm is a little bit of an empirical scientist, but
Yes.
this is much too dangerous. So he'll start researching again, but this time it's gonna be about actual solutions to a haunting done presumably by an actual, basically poltergeist to a house.
Okay.
How to get rid of that kind of
All right.
stuff.
For the purpose of being like, okay, team, I'm taking the lead for now, and then he grabs the entire team, throws them in the car, you drive off to where you do your research, where they act as your assistants for a little bit. How does Dr. Gorm do research? Don't just say, I go to the internet, because...
No. It's either... No. Well, I'll use the internet to find the place. He wants to go to an actual, basically, magic charm shop that might actually have any,
What fucking day is it?
anything that
13.
feels real. Not just somebody. Wait a moment. Andres, are you making moonshine?
Ilio.
No. Mateo is making moonshine.
Mateo is making Kilju. Okay. It's the Finnish
Sugar wine.
moonshine is sugar wine. Okay, that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, moonshine is distilled. It's different.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's the same thing but distilled.
Isn't it like bread, sugar, and then just you wait a while? I mean, fermentation's
Which one?
pretty
Sugar wine?
straightforward. All sorts of, homemade alcohol.
Yeah. Well,
I should
sure.
try that. Remind me
The-
to try some stupid homemade alcohol at some point.
It's awful. Please don't. If
And
you
then
have at all
It
money
is easy.
in your account.
I'll just go to the store and get the cheapest alcohol they have there, just like I do now.
But it is really easy. It's just water, sugar, and yeast, and then just some restrictions on how to keep it clean and certain temperature.
And that
It's
sounds like
just
a hassle.
that easy.
That's too
But,
many steps.
But you can also just buy like already made or pre-made like beer sets or something like that, and you can just make like dark beer or light beer or that.
But those
And it's
aren't
basically
really,
the same.
Yeah, but those aren't that good. And
And so
taste
they're
like
not that
yeast anyway.
homemade because they do. So you might as well just do sugar wine.
Exactly.
But let's focus again on not
Yeah,
Mateo's
sorry.
unconscious Finland dream, who's currently
I'm
dreaming
sorry.
of.
I'm almost ready to save. I just wanted to start my killing process.
He's dreaming of a car. Whoa.
So yeah, I'll try and find a basically an occult shop and try to out occult the occult.
All right. Now,
Seller.
as a reminder, I believe this was in. I forget the city it was in. Was it in Seattle or was that the previous one?
The
It was a previous one.
This one was
Oh,
in
yeah, it was.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
And New Jersey is nearby. New Jersey is nearby New York, I think, right? It's within the same state, or is it a separate? It's within the East Coast, so there's lots of cities there. So should be easy enough to find an occult shop. So what's your plan? Go to a nearby occult shop and start asking questions. Excuse me, good ma'am. Is that your
basically
plan?
I'm trying to. At least I try to. I don't have to find the answer from that particular clerk, but I need to learn a place or a person who might be an actual expert, actual somebody occultist.
All right, hold on. You go to an occult shop that seems reputable and lines up with everything you know about occult shops. Okay? What do? You just go
Yes.
inside and you talk to the local expert lady?
Basically,
All right.
I don't think I have. What kind of occult item I might have? That's not so expensive. It would be just like stupid.
Great.
Maybe
You go talk
maybe
to the shop lady.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have an item in mind. So, yeah.
Wonderful. What sort of item is it?
Well, it's in my bag. It's a basically a Wiccan, one of those like effigies they make out of branches on twigs.
All
So
right.
it's one of those, and it's supposed to be the real deal from around what was it called? The witch trial place?
Salem.
Salem. Yeah, it's
Okay,
supposed to be from Salem.
So hold on. Do I understand correctly? Your plan is go into this reputable seeming occult shop and just pull a thing out of your bag and say, "Look, I have a Wiccan thing from Salem. Look how legitimate it is."
No,
This
that's
isn't
going to
Pawn
be.
Stars. What's your goal here?
Wicca,
that's
Wicca
gonna-
was born in the it was 1940s.
Does-
That particular religion.
I'm
was born.
sure they took inspiration from the.
Sure.
Does
From
Dr. Gorm
Salem.
know
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
though?
yeah. But like
Dr.
which
Gorm roll
clubs?
a call.
Yeah,
He should. Okay, he should, but let's see. Maybe he was,
He has 63%. So
I'm trying to find the place here. Bloop.
the second column. Ooh, not critical.
critical success. Okay, yeah. Dr. Gorm watched a lot of Charmed when he was young, and he happens to know a lot about this specific topic.
No.
So yeah, the point is it's the same thing I did with the antiquarian. That I'll just try to talk somewhat, and if we're not hitting off, then it's a good way to. I'm not trying to bribe them. I'm just gonna show them that look, I am an actual expert in this area. Otherwise, if it's already going well, it's gonna be basically a reward for them to actually see something from the past. He likes his showmanship, even if he's not that great at it.
Okay, so how does this conversation go? You go into the store. She goes, how the fuck does someone from New Jersey talk?
Oh my goodness. Good
Like
question.
Cartman's mom. No, not Cartman's. Kyle's mom from South Park. They're from New Jersey, right?
Of course. Yeah, now we've got to sing from New Jersey. Okay, yeah. All right, we've got the idea down of what you would talk like. Fantastic. Welcome, customer. Can I get you one of these fine occult trinkets? Maybe a book, and how all this stuff works. You'll learn the dark secrets of the universe.
Oh,
Maybe
yes,
something for your military friend or your looks at Mateo, still asleep, being held by Guybrush.
Stone. No. I think it needs Stone's muscles to hold him up.
Guybrush
just wandered over into the...
Stone keeps trying to press into Guybrush, like, you hold him now. No.
Yeah.
I am a weak lady boy. I can only carry one item from the store at a time. Anyway,
I brushes me and go to the book section.
Oh, yes. I would like to see your wares on. We have a poltergeist sort of situation. I was wondering if you had anything for that.
Oh, spiritual activities. Yeah, we got lots of that. We've got, let's see, and she pulls out a few books. We've got this, the treatise on hauntings. We've got, So You're Being Haunted, Now What? By M. Reich Emmerich. Very famous, very well-received book on this topic. Let's see. Oh, we've got the movie Ghostbusters. That might be what you're looking for.
Look. I'm talking. Unfortunately, I'm talking about real thing here. I don't need Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. That was a silly movie. But we would like to know. I even wink. The actually working items.
Oh, you want this? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were here to just buy some trash. You want the stuff that, wink, really works.
Well, preferably.
Okay,
Otherwise
she takes that
we might
stuff and she
find
puts it beneath
ourselves
the
dead.
counter. Then put some other stuff on the counter, which is just a different book, except that the price tag is like 10 times as much.
Oh, of course. You wouldn't mind if I take a look, peruse it a bit? I would need to buy it if.
Of course, but it's very old, so you'll need to wear these gloves. And she pulls out a box of like latex gloves.
Surely Guan will be able to tell
yes,
no, this was printed in 90.
Wait. Right, that's true. I would, but before that, I'll take from a little pouch on my belt. I actually take out like silken gloves, and just like I came prepared, and they're like, because he explains that latex sometimes leaves traces on the book pages, so.
She is impressed by your care for the topic.
Then I start perusing, but yeah, first thing is to check. First of all, typeface usually tells real quick. It probably shouldn't have a copyright mark anywhere.
Yeah,
for example.
The book seems legit.
Ooh, okay. He quickly flicks through, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like spells and pictograms and random
Yeah, it's an occult book. It
other
has a bit
rituals.
of everything, treatises on all sorts of topics. But you're you're looking for just random information you think might be useful for your situation, right?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
well, spiritual specifically.
And you understand that the odds of just randomly encountering that by going into a store and saying, "Hey, got something like that," is fairly low.
Yeah, especially as I'm just like skimming through the book, I can't just read it there.
Yeah, I mean, if you do find something, she'll be like, hey, this is not a library. if you want to get the full story, you can't just read the whole thing here. If it seems legit, you'll need to purchase it. It seems legit, but the question is this particular thing something you're interested in? It's on the low end of luck. So while it mentions plenty of things on hauntings, none of them are immediately like, oh, this is what you need to do in order to get rid of it, but it does contain certain information that you think might be helpful, that might provide a hint, as it were.
Can we interject in this scene?
Sure, yeah. The basics have been laid out on the table. You know, the lady from Joyzy is, trying to do a sales pitch, trying to sell you some other stuff in other places.
Guybrush has been going, sort of listening to into the conversation and been going through whatever bookshelf she has. And as he's like, oh, Gorm is impressed by the book. He's like, okay, well, this is probably, like, we're on track. As much as I trust Gorm, he comes, approaches and basically asks, does the book contain information, or do you have material on Italian-based rites or pagan rituals, anything particularly pertaining to mirrors, perhaps some sort of mirror magic or rites where mirrors are an important part? I think that's closer to what we're looking for.
I do actually remember something. Hold on. We'll need to check out the storage room for this. If you could accompany me and hold the flashlight for a bit. And she will reach down and roll up a rug. And underneath the rug is a hatch. And then she'll say, could one of you strong men help me open this hatch, please? And then she'll walk over to the door and flip the sign to closed and say, this'll take a little bit. And from under the counter, she'll grab several heavy-duty lanterns as she flicks on and hands one to each of you and said, follow me down into the cellar. Then underneath the hatch, assuming one of you helps her open it for a bit, is like a ladder that goes down like 20 feet to a basement area, which is filled with dust and cobwebs and whatnot. And there's loads of shelves there with old books in boxes and whatnot. And she takes you all the way to the end, where it's like 10 minutes of walking through a maze. At some point, you have to move certain things out of the way. Agent Stone, you're asked to like, okay, please lift these ancient boxes that have fallen down.
Yeah, I'm gonna like take a deep breath and like lift them, knowing that the room is gonna be full of dust in a moment.
Yeah. Everything's filled with dust. You cough a bit, you wipe yourself down, you continue further into the cellar underneath the store. All the way at the end is a little bookshelf. She goes, here it is! And then she takes the lantern and holds it in front of it. And it goes, oh no, wait, I was thinking of a different book. I'm sorry. And she puts that down, and she goes over to a different shelf, and then she grabs that one and is like, that's the one. And it's a book. It's a book in Italian. On
Italian, you say? A language derived from Proto-Indonesian.
I don't know. I don't speak Italian. I just know that he's mentioned mirrors, and I remember then when someone sold this book to me 12 years ago, when they gave it to me, they said, yeah, there's a book on mirrors in that box, and I just put it in the basement, and I hadn't thought about it until just now when you mentioned it.
the seller didn't happen to be of the Divatello family,
I don't know.
bearing that name?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Just all right.
Why would I ask that? I don't even know your guys' names.
That is a good point.
You don't even know my name. You didn't ask. Why would you expect me to? Anyway, let's go back out of here, and then you adventure for the next 15
Well, you
minutes
see
to
the
get
credit
back.
cards.
Look, I'd rather not talk up here. It's dusty down here, and I can't talk properly. Let's get out of this basement.
Sure.
You adventure
Take the
for 15
book
minutes
with
to
us.
get back out. Yes, you take the book with you.
Here's the book. No, but you didn't say you took it.
You didn't say you take the book.
Well, it was the wrong book, after all, right?
Oh, she put the wrong book back. She grabbed the proper book. She went back upstairs. Everyone goes back out the hatch. The hatch gets closed. The carpet gets rolled back. The store gets reopened. The lanterns get put back in storage. And then she goes, "Okay, are you interested in buying this book? It's on the topic."
Well,
Eyes on Gorm.
yeah, exactly. As I'm the expert,
Please don't
I'll
make me
have
go back
to
down there
check
and put it back.
it. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm sorry, but could we take a look? Could I take a look?
Please tell me you're going to buy it afterwards if it seems okay.
Well, of course. We
Okay.
are here on a mission, of course.
Okay, fine.
It could be a fake. Have to make sure it's a real one.
I
That
am
requires
a
reading.
legitimate store, sir. I sell real occult objects. This is as good as information as you're going to find on the East Coast.
Well, while I'm checking this, you wouldn't want to take a peek at this? And now I open my bag and I take out the effigy.
Okay.
Say, little man made out of twigs.
Okay. All right. Let me contact my friend who's an expert on Salem Wiccan twig craft. We'll examine this while you take a look at the book.
I don't need it to be checked out. I know it's legit. It's just that if you want to check it, sure, go ahead. But I just wanted for you to see.
Great. She takes
A
it and
marvelous
she
piece.
goes to
Yes.
examine it for a little bit. I'm going to check this for authenticity, if you don't mind,
Okay.
and see if we're interested or not. Anyway,
Well, we'll see.
you check out the book in the meantime. She's like, over on the side, on a corner, on the phone with someone.
Yep.
Okay, as you read the book, give me an Indo-European language roll. Which is a thing you have now. Right? Is that your language too?
Yep. And it's not really good.
Well, whose
But
fault
it's
is
a
that?
success.
Good
Still.
enough.
I succeed
good.
either way.
Yay, good enough. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, you go through the book, and it seems to... It's not like it's a magic tome on the subject. It seems to be a collection of stories in Italian of encounters with small cults that were in the area that were described as witches. And sometimes they would use mirrors, sometimes they would use effigies, similar to what you encountered. And how they had this pact with certain otherworldly entities, and that a piece of land could be consecrated to an entity by going through certain rituals. But these rituals were highly, different depending on what entity was being dealt with. So you couldn't really make assumptions based on one for the other. So the storyteller also specified, like, I thought I knew how this worked, and then I heard this other story, and the rules were completely different. But apparently, any witches that were involved in this, as you read through the stories, always were very meticulous in keeping careful track of what the ritual was exactly. Because word of mouth is not something you want to be relying on when you're dealing with otherworldly entities. So even if you are an experienced witch, you generally have your stuff written down somewhere. Which is the big
That
takeaway
is a-
you take from this. That no matter how much of a professional witch occult practitioner you are, if you actually do some magic stuff, it's guaranteed to be written down somewhere.
In other words, we want to maybe
that
praise
is-
Antonio at this point.
I mean, as Han said, that is the one thing Gorm takes out of this, which is we should start to keep like a library of our own.
And then Stone goes, that probably means something else as well.
Stone will lift the shotgun a little bit, like toward like our good doctor.
Well, Gorm's head and goes, how about you have a better conclusion? The shopkeeper is
What
very much not
must be
looking in your direction
documented.
as this is happening. She's like, so what do you think? $5? Yeah, best we can do? Okay.
Guybrush. As well, when Gorm is like, oh, we should probably take notes. Guybrush says, that also means that Adele Di Vatello probably kept notes. And the most likely person to have said notes would probably be her descendant Antonio. If they kept it in the family.
Well, possibly.
So to figure out what we're dealing with, we would need her notes, and her son or grandson is probably the one who has them, if they even exist anymore.
Well, that is a hypothesis. Very good to check, maybe prove even. So.
Regardless of what
I-
conclusion you have, there might be more information or clues in that book if you buy it. It's obviously pretty expensive due to how old it is and how this shopkeeper seems to be perfectly willing in keeping something around for ages before selling it for an exorbitant markup if the previous book prices are any indication. Also, after
Yeah.
the previous shenanigans she had you pull to grab this book, you sort of doubt she'd be willing to cooperate further if you didn't.
Yeah.
She comes back with your little Wiccan trinket. Best I can do is $5. Seems completely legitimate in every way. Pay top price.
Well, it is. What a price! No, thank you, good ma'am.
I was just displaying it to you. It wasn't for sale.
Not for that amount of offense, anyway.
Yeah, that wasn't Guybrush.
$7. Final offer.
I could maybe trade it for these books, but
Hell
no.
fucking no. She points to the price tag of like $250.
Exactly. We both value our merchandise, but that's internal voice.
Also,
But no,
Matthias,
good ma'am.
Yeah, Matthias, you were saying something?
Agent Stone is scribbling something like the tongue is a little bit like outside of his mouth because he's struggling with the letters, creating a small list of names. It seems like.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Did he say
When they get at the end of the deal, he's going to show a list of names, and the names are basically the people who have died or been living in the house in the last let's say 40 years, and Agent Stone is asking that do you recognize any of these names? Maybe one of them might be like you, liking all these cryptic books, or maybe even
That's
something
a
more serious.
very rare chance, I think. Yeah, no, can't say any of those names ring a bell.
Yeah, was worth it. I thought one of these might be nuts about stuff like this.
You mean like us?
Have you acquired any antiques from around here lately? We are on the lookout of those too.
From around. First up, from around here, you would be asking.
Well, specifically, what's it called?
Because you went to
Spooner
a store
Avenue.
in a much bigger area, so you give her the address of the specific house. Then you go, okay, well, we're investigating this house, and we have reason to believe it's haunted.
I clarified towards the bronze ritual dagger or something that was missing. And I vaguely remember it was being mentioned
Okay.
last session or something.
First up, does Gorm buy the book? Because I feel like she would not be willing to just endlessly keep talking if you don't.
Okay, sure. First of all, I take out $250, like
Great.
$250.
$250.
I lay it on the desk or like the counter,
Mhm.
so that she knows it's happening. It's just that I want to
Right.
ask some information while doing that.
Okay, I mean, she keeps talking. It's like, okay, the money keeps flowing. You know, you're not just squeezing me for information and not giving anything in return. She's perfectly willing to
Indeed.
talk after that.
All right. Good.
Let's see.
Yeah, but
If
this time.
you start talking. Okay, so she's not exactly a furniture store. She's like an occult trinket and bookstore. But if you tell her this information, she's in the state. So she might be able to pull one or two things. She's probably able to tell you at least some information, but whether or not she has specifics for you. Okay. Yeah, she said like, well, I wouldn't know anything about furniture specifically, but any dealer of any repute, if the furniture is as old as you're describing that you're looking for from the original house, and if it's intricate, then it's probably still around. At worst, it's in a warehouse somewhere, but it's probably well taken care of. I know the bureaucracy around furniture of that kind moving around is actually pretty good. So if someone were to spend a small amount of time, they would probably be able to track down all the different pieces, assuming they weren't destroyed or something. They're probably sitting either at the neighbors or in some warehouse somewhere or in an antique store.
That is helpful. Thank you very much.
I do.
Yeah,
this
you
is
have
more
any-
player-
I found a lot of interesting little nicks and knacks in old houses in the old furniture too. I once had a piano that I opened up and someone kept a whole bunch of books inside the piano.
Wow.
You always got to examine old furniture. You never know what's hidden in there.
Well, we know of a piano. How about? Do you know? Do you have any list of like antique furniture stores or anything like that?
Oh,
we
yeah,
could,
sure.
have.
She rattles off a bunch of names of antique stores in
Excellent.
the area.
Now we have some kind of list.
Bosses, I think that me and Matteo, we shouldn't go on this one. I point one address.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Question mark.
Sure. Pick one and you go there for further investigation.
Well, it's a shot in the dark, but I do ask whether she's come into possession of a ceremonial bronze dagger. May or may not be involved with that particular house, because that's one of the items we're sort of looking for, and that wouldn't necessarily be in an antique furniture store. There seems to be like the sort of a building or an establishment where such an item would be sold to.
That does sound like the kind of thing I would buy, but I can't say that I'm aware of anything like that came out of the Spooner house. No. I definitely would have known if it did.
Right. Okay.
If you happen to find it, let me know. I'll be able to, I'll give you a decent price for it.
Well, we might
Maybe
need it to
$10.
de-identify the house with it first, if it was used in some ritual there. So.
Oh, well, rituals like that can be, whatever was done in the original ritual. You might need to kill yourself with the knife in order to do whatever it needs you to do. Or, just sacrifice a bunch of blood, or like an animal, or, you might need to carve a whole bunch of runes into the house. You never know what rituals like that are.
Well, I believe the rumors so far have been about killing cats, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Let
Oh,
us.
I mean,
Yes.
I would never be able to kill a cat.
Indeed. But you have given us much, and I'm sure that book will yield more once our good doctor here has time to decipher it with some further thought.
Great. Anything else?
I think that's it. Thank you
Okay.
for your time, good man.
Thank you. Come again. And she sends you on your way. All right. Dr. Gorm, who's his lead? Guybrush,
I
takes
do
lead.
ask. I check if there's a number for the store, anywhere visible, or if not,
Number
then
for the store. His phone number for this store you're in?
yeah. But basically, this could be a potential future contact as well in similar cases. If she doesn't have the material, she might. I assume there's like merchants network, so she might be able to give references to other places where she buys her stuff from. So this is a potential number we could call in the future as well, because this seems to be legit.
Yeah, sure. You have her number. You have her number.
Yeah.
I'll just point it out. As soon as we get to contact with the with our handler, I will tell.
You'll rat her out.
Yeah, rat her out basically, just in case.
She knows too much. Get her.
Well, yeah, she has legit magic books.
Why do you know
Remember,
that? We
she's
sold them to her.
Oh no, we bought
Maybe.
one from her.
Maybe. Anyway, next. Next, Guybrush, you're in charge. What's the next day?
The next, well, like I said, our next possible lead to even understand what's happening in the house, what has happened, would likely be to try and contact Antonio, or at least figure out where he is or whether he's alive. I think he's still alive. I think we established that much. But yeah, how to contact him and maybe talk to him about Adele, who was the seamstress witch. Pretty sure we figured out that Antonio was her son who grew up in the house, who was arrested or harassed at least. That was a surprise detail we found out, that, oh, there was an actual kid in the house. So, because he's the most likely lead to have Adele's notes if she actually was a witch and had a ritual, so getting them from him might actually help us solve this problem.
All right, give me for Guybrush a research check on this. Let's see what's the most appropriate. Bureaucrat, psychotherapy, human int. Actually, yeah, I think just human intelligence for tracking some basics before anything else.
No.
Okay.
Level up. Yay.
Okay, first off, you're going to be aware that this all took place a while ago, and even the hints that you have of this Antonio figure are from a long time ago.
Yeah.
So the odds of you just casually finding them are very low. You didn't find any trace of, oh yes, and then they moved out and they moved to this other address and that's where they live now. So you're just looking for some Antonio, whatever the fuck, Italian last name. Who knows if that's still his name? Who knows how long ago he died, if he left the country? Like, you're looking for a needle in a haystack.
Yep.
The odds of you finding anything relating to him that's not those few news articles you've already gotten is zilch. So where does that leave you? Everything relating to Antonio, you can just bin that. Besides those news articles, you're not getting anything.
Right.
About Miss Esmeralda herself, whatever her name was.
Same story. Like they disappeared.
That's the thing.
Sure.
Yeah, she disappeared. I guess a larger search. We need to widen the web to start with Divatello, and then like the family Divatello, assuming that family even exists still in the States.
Right. So you want to spend some time just researching again the lady who lived at Spooner Street and her supposedly witch friend?
Seamstress, yes.
Seamstress?
Yeah,
right, who lived with her for
nurse.
a while, and what you can again find on it. Okay.
Yeah, basically, but cast a wider web because Antonio like is finding these specific 2 people, especially when one of those disappeared. Likely the son did as well. You're right.
Okay.
So we should probably cast a wider net to see if we can't grab onto a branch of that tree and start sort of narrowing it down.
Start shaking.
In the it is shaking. We're shaking the family tree and see what drops. Basically,
Right. Okay.
Like trying to track down a criminal based on his family and sort of see where he's hiding.
You spend some time doing this. You're going to need one assistant who's not Dr. Gorm. Pick an assistant, either Stone or Matteo.
I don't know about Matteo's cartel background. I don't think.
Doesn't matter. Pick one.
I'll still go with Matteo. I think Matteo has a softer touch than Stone.
Great. You wake up Matteo.
Gore might need Stone's big muscles for the furnitures.
Great. You wake up
I
Matteo.
have the weirdest fucking dream, man.
How good are you at finding people?
Yeah, how good are you at finding
Excellent.
people?
Join me.
Oh, he shrugs.
Sure.
Great. First off, he will take Matteo for some time, just going to the various authorities, trying to track down, what are the records of this area? Do we know who lived when, where? And yes, and a lot of that is already the records that you had, and it sort of lines up again, like, well, at Spooner Avenue, this lady eventually lived alone and was very hurt, and then this supposed crazy Italian witch lady started living with her for a whole while, and so did a whole bunch of family of the Italian crazy witch lady, and then someday the Italian crazy witch lady and her entire family just sort of poof disappeared into nowhere and left. Like, no trace of them at all. So you're just sort of stuck going, well, fuck, we're trying to find the apprentice of the witch. Who the fuck was the apprentice? Where do we find them? Because Guybrush is sort of going in circles, Matteo, why don't you say where the investigation goes in that scenario? What should he be focusing on? Because right now he's sort of going in circles and not getting anywhere.
Go knock on some mirrors or something.
Well, we're not focusing on the house anymore at the moment.
Yeah, well, I found mirrors in the piano from the house also. Check the books for mirrors. There might be one in the back cover.
We did that already.
Yeah, that piano, and you just sort of smashed it.
Yeah. Now, we're trying to find the people who made these. We're trying to find members of the Divatello family who may still be alive in the States.
So, doubt that.
Yeah, big fat
But,
doubt.
I mean...
And you had that piano, that was one of the pieces of furniture, but you sort of smashed that. Granted, you're pretty sure that was a magic piano or something because you heard piano music in your head before that, and you didn't afterwards.
Yep. And I saw some lady playing the piano from the mirror.
So, all in all, definitely a haunted piece of furniture.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you need to look into more
Have
mirrors.
you checked the yellow pages or like...
What? Oh yeah, just open the yellow pages. D Patel. There they are.
Yeah, it's just
Actually,
my
fuck it. Matteo opens the yellow pages and goes through them. Then he points, he puts his finger at the top of the page and he goes, Divatello, and then he falls asleep and then he points at a different page as he does. And as Guybrush grabs him like, oh, you fucking sleepy Mexican, why did you fall asleep? And his finger is pointing at, a different name on the yellow pages that says, looking for antique furniture, contact this person. We track down ancient antique furniture exactly according to the specifications you're looking for. Call this number.
Shrug, close the book, grab Matteo.
Contact Railroad Antiques for all your railroading needs.
It's 2017. Smartphones, cameras.
Yeah, they were
If nothing else, yeah, I take a picture of it or at least write it down and I send to Gorm. We found an antique store. Click, click, click. Number here. Might want to start here, and then dismiss it personally because this is not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to find the current living members, potential members of Divatello family, and work from current generations backwards to try and sort of like I have a suspect and I need to find the family and then slowly narrow the search down to who is hiding the convict among the family members. So it's like, okay, here's the tree. We start with the outer branches and work inwards until we find, hopefully, like close off the unlikely people.
Who are you talking?
Probably...
Who are you talking about to this?
No, this is what I intended Guybrush's methodology to be.
But you're talking about this right now as if you're talking to one of the teammates.
Right. No, I sent the information that we found on the phone book to Gorm. Is like, well, they were after the furniture. Here's a furniture store. The promising thing that we found. You might want to look into this.
Oh,
this is a clue for you. It is not our investigation, which is to the people.
Great. So you're sending Dr. Gorm and Stone to go check furniture.
Well, I assume that's what he's going to do. That was my assumption because we're going after Antonio, and I was like, well, you guys are probably going for the furniture.
Okay, so you're splitting the team. The rest of the day, Dr. Gorm and Stone are again looking into furniture.
Stone is using like more than few times trying to like argue that we should just go there during the night with gasoline cans, set the whole building on fire, and keep on doing our job. Like this is taking too much time.
Yeah, but the house has been burned many times.
Many times.
Yeah,
somehow, somewhere, X just got the chills.
It's a perfect solution for short term.
Mind you, I'm not stopping you if you want to do this. I'm just saying it's not going to be that easy.
And it's been proven not to work.
Yeah, exactly.
And Stone still brings it up again and again.
That's fine, as long as we're on the same page, and the page has big fat text that says, yo, warning.
Yeah, just playing Stone.
Good. I mean, at all times, he just has the gasoline can and a lighter in his hand.
When was I attacked?
No, it isn't in the car on the trunk, but like he mentioned
like yesterday or...
And keeps on buying more gasoline.
Attacked. You're probably thinking of crashing into the piano. Yeah, that's like 2-3 days ago.
No, I'm thinking about...
No, he grabbed the live wire and I think he took some damage.
Yeah, but you didn't take damage from that. You went unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I took damage from something.
Yeah, that's from the piano when you get thrown into it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. 3 points?
I will also let Gorm know about mine and like Mateo's misadventure with the piano that might have been haunted.
You might have been damaged by something else. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a little while, but let's not focus on that right now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I had any time to heal up.
I mean, I don't even know how healing works in this system. Completely honest. I'm pretty sure it's not I go to bed, I wake up again, all my wounds are healed.
Yeah, it has time, and I think it's...
Like,
I might be mixing it with Hunter, so never mind.
Well, you might be. It's probably
No
similar to Call of
misinformation.
Cthulhu, where it's like, hey, if you have a day of rest, you restore 1 hit point.
That might be it.
The healing on page 55.
Okay, well,
That might help.
I mean, yeah, I believe you if you just tell me, like, oh yeah, no, it's this.
No, I was just clicking a link. I'm trying to find it.
Okay, well, you know what? I will leave that in your hands to
Yeah.
restore HP. See healing, HP 55. But I will leave it in your hands. I'm not fucking looking it up myself. Let's move on. Let's move on with part of the campaign before we get distracted. I know what it's like
Patient
when
who
we open
rests
the
in a
PDF.
safe place with proper food and water can attempt a con ×5 test once per day to recover 1 HP.
There you go. That seems about in line. So.
In addition to any HP recovered due to medical treatment. On a critical success, patient regains 1d4. On a fumble, patient loses 1 HP.
Okay, so basically, this is a multi-day investigation. So you had a day of rest, of not high-intensity stuff, which means
I'm gonna do my con
roll
check.
your check to see if you healed 1 point yesterday. And every time we have an additional day, you have something like that. This is all investigation period. I don't expect you to really have trouble healing. Obviously, if
might.
you're very, very hurt and you're in the hospital, different. But let's move on.
Well, or have low con.
Right. So, to reiterate, Gorman Stone, you're given some information. In response, Stone just raises his hand
Jerry can.
with a match with a lit flame.
No.
And he was like, but I have jerry can.
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Kaboo. But yeah, it's interesting. So you found the piano. Oh, the piano. Huh. That's good to know. We should check it out
mean-
later. But
No, you probably shouldn't. I mean, I smashed the piano pretty well.
I could
Also, I
maybe
did
get
mention it earlier.
like arrested if I go more near. It's best that you will go without me. But good to know it that at least it's not in a good shape. So we might get lucky and it's like somewhere being restored or on the back room, like I don't know, waiting to be thrown to garbage. Who knows?
I mean,
yeah.
even though you keep a low profile, you are still all government officials in one shape or another. If you go up to wherever it is and just flash your badge and go, hi, we're investigating this. If we need to buy that, we will. But, we need to see it in the back room or wherever you're restoring it. We need to talk to whoever's buying this from you. Something.
Sure. But yeah, for now, I'll just keep it in mind. Well,
I thought
Stone.
they took our badges away.
No.
No, we were just told
Yeah.
to not
Just
approach the cops.
The thing is, the agent that was involved in this was another FBI agent who was also a Delta Green operative who died under mysterious circumstances. This resulted in a dead FBI agent as far as the actual FBI is concerned. And internal investigation's not just going to let that go. And they have their own look at the situation, trying to establish, like, is there a killer? Is there some weird fucky shit going on? Because Delta Green is supposed to be fairly hidden. It's not supposed to be in front. Even for the FBI itself, no matter what the higher-ups are involved that can pull strings, you can't just make something like that disappear when it's a weird-ass murder. So they're trying to keep a low profile this mission and have you guys not just show up to the FBI like, oh, hey, there's a dead FBI agent, and now this other weird, undisclosed group of agents from miscellaneous or just shows up and starts asking questions like, who the fuck are you guys? Oh, we're undisclosed organization, and I'm CDC, and I am janitor. Really? Because you look like a fucking team of whimsical go-getters. Like some sort of adventuring party.
We're
Seems to get
internal
like an
investigation.
idea. And he says to Gorm that, boss, I have an idea. If you want to get that piano, it's kind of broken, but why don't you just go there and say that you are about to come to buy it? You went to see it earlier and you have been collecting money and you really want to buy it. And then they say, oh, we have it, but it's broken. I'm sure you don't want it anymore. And then you say, oh, but maybe I can take a look of it. Maybe it's worth something. And then you pay $500 for it, and then we have the piano.
Yeah, and get a discount on it. That's what I'm saying. This might be a good thing.
It's worth to try. Might take 15 minutes.
But while we're going, you could call perhaps the agency, the other place what Guybrush just texted us with, and we should get some allies on this quest. Of course, they shouldn't know what we're looking or why we are looking for it, but we should get some feet on the ground. What's it called? Well, there's this. Well, you could ask if Donnelly also was part or contacted them too, but you could call once.
I mean, you're already aware of an antique dealer specifically that Donnelly was also in contact with, that was supposedly also looking into the old furniture of this house. So if that's what you're looking for, the contact's right there.
I have known to be able to do phone calls in the past.
There you go.
He lifts the jerry can up to his ear.
Usually they will hang up on me, but thanks for the trust, boss. I'm gonna give it a try.
Cool.
Excellent. I'll keep an ear out.
All right. So Stone grabs his Nokia brick.
3310.
So who am I calling again?
This is an antique dealership, I guess, and they help you hunt down antiques.
Right.
Like the ones we're looking for.
Yeah, this contact, also previously contacted by Donnelly, and was given as a contact in the area who Delta Green has done some business with, even though they're not fully aware of what the organization is. They are aware that something was being investigated here, and that you're all agents of some sort, and that they should sort of keep their mouths shut. And they seem to be a team player in that. So they know more than the average person, so they won't, run off screaming and shitting. Where they're like, oh my god, a ghost!
So they might help us to, find these furnitures?
Absolutely. Her name was Elizabeth
and we might
Tucker,
need it.
antique dealer.
Okay, do we have maybe a list of the furnitures anywhere? We have some clues, right?
Right. Well, actually, because you have spent some time in the house, you would have seen places previously marked by Agent Donnelly where old furniture would have been placed. And because you went to his storage box, he had a bunch of notes there, which includes notes on furniture that he suspected were in the house that he wanted to follow up on. Not to mention that there was a big table in the storage box at the time, which you went to. I don't believe you took that particular table with you when you moved.
All the more reason
the
to
coffin and the notes.
Yeah, all the more reason to use a dealership to
yes.
go and collect it for us.
Let's see if I have the complete list. Do you want to do this through her then?
Stone is not very quick at writing, but he is doing his notes meticulously. He's writing down all the furnitures we know of, what we know about how old they are, what kind of design they have, and then potentially who was the resident who actually sold them away. And only after he's done, he's going to do the phone call.
You see Gorm actually watching you, your methods, and just kind of nodding and grunting approvingly. This guy knows what's up.
Yeah, about that table, I remember specifically stating,
Okay.
I remember specifically stating it's a fucking table.
The table
But
in
I'm
the
sure,
storage box.
but I'm sure we're gonna be like needing it later in a later episode, or something along the lines of paraphrasing.
If Stone is going by the various notes,
And then
he
we left it
has-
there.
Yes, I mean you are sort of in a situation where you have to leave quickly,
Yes.
and you couldn't exactly examine it in detail. But as far as you were aware at the time, it was just a table. It didn't exactly have a whole bunch of special things going on, but you know that Donnelly was interested in it. But
Yeah.
you are also aware that he was interested in other furniture because you have a whole list of things. Going over the house mentally where he left notes, you're aware that the piano was something he found noteworthy. You're aware that the armoire that she had, the oak. What the fuck is it?
Dresser.
Dresser closet. It's not an armoire is technically slightly different. It's one where you hang clothing. It's like huge, where you put coats and whatnot. Not a coat rack, but I need to just grab a picture of an armoire because it's trickier to explain it. Either way, armoire, piano, dining table, bookcase, and an end table. It has all sorts
What
of
is an
questions.
end table?
An end table?
Yeah. As a player, I don't know what is an end table.
Well, this might just be a finish. An end table is a small, like a one-person table that you would usually put some additional stuff on, like a tiny little, a tiny desk would be like an end table, or where you would just put one large potted plant in a corner, or like a bunch of books with like a few drawers in it.
All right.
Yeah, like yöpötä might be a
like
pretty
something you would
good
have next to your
translation in
couch.
Finnish.
Night table, yeah.
Night table.
Yeah. A nightstand, yes. A nightstand is
Nightstand,
also a form of end table, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so Agent Stone's going to make the phone call, and he's basically hiring the establishment of tracking these items or as much information as he can.
Sure.
And he's like hinting that he's like from the project or from the agency.
Okay, now I'm trying to remember who contacted her last time, because this would be her second time contacting this lady. And also a bunch of days have passed, so do you introduce yourself as being from the same organization, or do you try to play anonymous? You said, I think, from the organization, right?
Yeah, I could say that like that I was recommended by the first person who called to like contact you.
Which was gone.
Okay, yep. Oh yeah, right. And we had Gorm pushing himself up against the window of the establishment.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
And she was all, are you from the organization? Wink. Like, I?
And Gorm was playing coy as fuck.
Yeah.
Me? No, I am not from organization. No, I am
not from the organization.
Agent man, wink. Did
I
you
am
just
simply
say
a doctor.
I'm a doctor. Oh, a medical doctor? Well, no, not just a less interesting one.
I'm a people doctor, but not the medical kind. Ooh, a history doctor. Sure. Old things.
This is what Dr. Gorm actually sounds like, not that stuttering that he pretends like he has.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what he thinks he sounds like.
Why do you think all the women swoon over him? I hear him talking. Ooh, gotta get some of that. Anyway, Stone, Agent Stone, the actual fucking 007 man, action hero, contacts her. Why don't you just do the phone call with me? Ring, ring. Hello.
Good day, sir.
Ma'am. But okay, good day.
Am I calling the What is the establishment or the store name?
No, the establishment was called. I have it right here. Come on.
Putting you on the spot right there.
No, I have the note. Antique dealer lives in Meadowbrook. Has.
Antiques are.
Why are the things never in one place?
Mhm.
There's Columbia City. Antique dealer. AntiqueTracker.com. That's that. So, TuckerAntiqueTracker.com.
Am I calling TuckerAntiqueTracker.com?
Yes, you are. How can I help you?
I was recommended highly from my dear friend Dr. G to contact you because he had done some business with you
Oh
earlier.
my god, Master Gorm, is he okay?
He's in top shape, but he's occupied at this moment.
Darn, I was hoping to talk to him again.
I will bring this to his attention, but he is fairly busy. I am working for him, and he was asking me that if you have time on your schedule for a kind of an assignment. We are very interested about couple of different items that have been removed and sold from a certain house from the Spooner Avenue. And we would like very much to use your expertise to track them down.
Oh.
Would you have time and interest of this assignment?
Let me check my schedule. She looks at her agenda, which is like completely empty except for like in 2 days, call mom.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I can pencil something in.
And Agent Stone is like basically reading the script from a paper that he has been writing earlier and enunciating every English word.
Enunciating every word very carefully.
Yes.
He does not have an accent or sound intimidating.
Yeah, he's trying not to sound like himself. And when he speaks fast, he's heavily accented.
We need to get this guy a teleprompter.
Yeah. And actually, even before he says yes, Agent Stone is starting to list the items and the descriptions and their sizes and colors, one by one from the list that he writes.
Oh, this is the list that Agent Donnelly was also working on.
Yes, we have some common interest, and we would very much like to complete his work.
I see. Well, he asked me to look at them before, so I already had that, and I already have most of these tracked down.
Oh, so you are really, really, really good at this.
Well, it's kind of my job.
Dr. J was very correct about you. We are going to recommend you and put a very good review on your website if you have one.
Thank you. Do I get to be Dr. Gorm's personal assistant now?
I will ask him when I see him tomorrow. I'm sure he's
a good word for me, right?
Absolutely. Especially if you have already tracked some of these and you can provide us what you know.
Okay, I will. Will you be swinging by? I can email it if needed, if you give me his email address.
Yes, sure. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to find it from my notebook, and I'm going to go to ask Dr. Gorm what to do, while the phone is on the other room.
Okay, yeah. You leave the phone. You go over to Dr. Gorm. Dr. Gorm, he tells you all this stuff. What do?
Do you have an email? My Mickey Mouse Arnold at hotmail.com.
Of course you have. Oh yes. Let's see. He probably he has some computers, right? Let me check.
I think so.
Yeah, I have some computers, so I shouldn't. I know not to give the official, basically, like my work.
Gorm at deltagreen.org.
Well, not Delta Green, but the whatever technological artifacts I'm working on, or in. I'll give the. It's like. What would it be?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What was the? I give the email I registered with in the Go website, where my one of my contacts, the
Okay, so
online
you make
Go
a fake
player.
you make a fake email address, or just one of your throwaways, and you give that.
Yeah, one of the throwaways. Yep.
Okay.
And Agent Stone's gonna repeat it by using military alphabets.
Right.
Like Alpha,
One
Bravo,
letter at a
Charlie,
time.
Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, and such forth.
What's the military alphabet for at?
It's like that you can actually get the wording correct. Like
Yeah. What is the military alphabet letter
For-
for the at symbol?
I guess just at.
Mike at G. What is G? Golf, of course. Yeah.
Now I want to make
equivalent for Miukumauku in English.
I want to make a domain that just has like at multiple places. The word, just the letters AT. So you can have an email like brat at a tat at email at com.
Yeah.
Just some real confusing bullshit if you ever try to tell someone. Like, no one would ever use this service. Because the first person that gives someone an email would just go, no. No, I'm not using this stupid bullshit. Anyway, email address given, fake spoof given. An hour later or so, you will get information on the various pieces.
Good. After the phone call, like Agent Stone is taking a smoke and going outside to smoke it.
Sure.
Good job.
Yep. After that, we'll just sign. I mean, do you have anything else that you want to use your initiative on? Otherwise, we'll move down the line. Okay, he's stepping out for a smoke. Next. Okay. All the information is shared between the bunch of you. You are aware that this furniture is in various places. One is at one of the neighbors, one is in an antique store, one is in a storage somewhere. You can find all of it, no problem. You have the exact directions of where they currently are. You might need to flash your badge, you might need to spend some money to buy it, but it's ultimately no problem to get to any of these places in the area. It just takes like a day of going to each of them. The investigation that Guybrush and Mateo were doing will somewhat reach a dead end as you realize that, there is nothing you're going to find relating to any sort of apprentice or family member that took over the family witching business that you're going to find there.
Right.
It seems like the only family that she had that was left behind was, in fact, Miss Wheeler. So, if she had any sort of apprentice, it would be her.
Right. And she's
been dead.
likely haunting the house.
Yes. Pretty much. So talking to her is probably not going to happen.
Where was she buried?
That would just be the graveyard not too far from her house, near one of the churches. Do you want to go find her? You want to dig her up?
Well, that was an idea, but that might be a long shot that any notes would have been buried in her.
That would be something. Oh, this poor lady, who definitely was not a witch. Her last instruction was to please be buried with this ancient occult tome of witchcraft.
More like with her diary.
We couldn't, unfortunately, bury her at the church because whenever we tried to bring her body within a 5-mile radius of the church, it started emitting black smoke. But yes, that ends your research, and you put your heads together, and Matteo, you are in charge of saying where to take this information next. You're told of some furniture in the area. You definitely know that the researching on this end is a dead end. Do you have any suggestions, or do you just throw the ball and say, nah, you figure it out?
Donuts sounds good.
Okay, a little bit more specific? Just go do.
If I know it's a dead end, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try to convince.
You
that
drag
we go
Guybrush
Dunkin'
away
Donuts.
from his books. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
you go get Dunkin' Donuts. Then you get a call, hey, we know where the furniture is. Get over here, everyone. And you all stick your heads together, and then you go do a thing so that the party isn't split like 90%
Yep.
of the fucking time.
Sounds good.
You unsplit
Seems-
the party. Now the first next person who suggests, oh no, me and some other guy are just gonna go over here while you two do something else, then they're gonna
Not
spontaneously
about
get hit by a
Stone.
car.
Agent Stone's burning the house. Just kidding.
If you leave him alone, he will go over to the house and try to burn it down.
Wait a moment.
Um,
Only if I say Gorm and somebody else, you say, well, I'm going to go alone.
alone.
So,
Piano falls from the sky.
oh, actually,
It
that was
has a
question.
mirror on it.
So we got the piano, and
The piano was destroyed. You have the remains of it if you want.
all right, yeah, we
We
do,
could probably still get the remains.
yeah, and some glue.
Guybrush has a wild idea, but I imagine he would have at least heard of some stupid teenagers using it to peek in a locker room or something. There is a space underneath the house where we heard the scratching, and we initially were like, oh, we should probably go check that out, but nobody wants to crawl in. What if we get a camera with a Wi-Fi connected to Dr. Gorm's laptop, tie it to a remote control car, and send that underneath the house? That way we have a visual that
Yes,
we can remote
let's get a
control
drone.
underneath the house, so we don't have to crawl in case there's something nasty down there.
This is, again, just a drone with extra steps.
Yes.
It's a 2017 drone.
I know.
I mean, it's all about checking the internet and getting drones.
I check the internet and I send a drone. Does that solve a problem? No. Well, I'm all out of ideas.
You find
No, but
one
it's
guy called Marcus who can solve your problem as a freelancer.
Hmm.
A black guy.
He
some-
listens to you and he's like, yeah, I can use the internet and use drones. That's like my specialty. Yes, I also know about the supernatural. In fact, I'm way better at supernatural stuff than you guys. I'm going to have my own campaign where I hunt down supernatural shit over there.
In a few years, yeah.
Delta Green? No, I don't want your shitty organization. I'm just going to go out and with a bunch of
I don't want to get
ragtag
restricted.
buddies
I want
and
to
it'll be way
use
better.
it. Point.
You can call me consultant from here on.
You guys can't afford me.
Yeah. But recognizing the danger that if we go in there, it was like a few. Well, it was a narrow space.
Well, more importantly, you already know that this house has done multiple things that make you think, oh, it's trying to hurt you or trick you
Yeah.
or fool
So
you.
crawling into that
or-
space in
get in your head.
ourselves seems like a terrible idea.
Well, not only
So
that,
sending-
but whatever you think is down there, the noise could have been fake. The space could have been fake.
could have.
You putting the
Yeah.
drone in there could end up with it exploding or giving you fake footage or anything, really.
Or not
Yeah,
showing
it can
anything at
interact
all.
with electrics. It can interact with electronics. That's true.
So, yeah, it's not like, oh, we'll just do it like this and we'll be safe. No, there is no will be safe. You're pretty certain of that. There is no will be safe scenario in this.
Sure.
So might as well stick your own head in.
No.
Anyway, Matteo, say real quick, yes, no. Furniture or go back to house and do stupid drone idea?
It's not.
you're stupid drone idea. Oh, fuck, it's that.
Stupid drone idea.
Okay, well, all right. Everyone goes back to the house.
Well, no, that. I'm sure.
Guybrush
Mateo's
holding a tiny RV car with a camera mounted at the top of it. Like a
don't forget to
3000
bring
zoom
gasoline.
lens.
Why
And
would
the
we need
flashlight on
gasoline?
top. And
Not
a
you.
canister of gasoline duct taped to the side.
That would good like a moment for the bureaucracy check to actually try to find this stuff. Might be really expensive on this age.
I mean, a remote control car is not that expensive, but a GoPro was definitely around in 2015. When were GoPro invented?
Question I
Let's see.
Don't have a
GoPros
clue.
were invented in 2002. Yeah.
Whoa.
Apparently
Okay.
not for a little bit. Huh. But I mean... Oh, well, nope. Oh, I'm sorry. The Wikipedia article says that they weren't available yet, so I guess you'll just need to have a camera with a long wire.
My idea was that could actually be like a military tech at this point.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and we have actually a skill of getting that stuff by.
Oh,
like,
fuck, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
So at that point, actually, Agent Stone would, like, crack his knuckles and go, I know a guy. Let's see. Do you have a skill for, like, requisitioning military tech? Is that a thing?
I think it's a bureaucracy check.
Yeah, I think specifically for you, give me a bureaucracy check. Does whether or not you can successfully use your contacts in the military to get some fun tools like this, or
Okay,
whether or
let's-
not you have to MacGyver it together. Okay.
No, 72 out of 42.
All right. So you
Well,
don't have
I-
a professional one, but if you want, you can sort of kludge one together that's lower quality.
Yeah, and that takes time. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It seems that like my guy couldn't help out.
Great. So now you have the same thing, except it's bigger and clunkier and has a whole bunch of wires leading from it back to wherever you put it in.
For some reason, all the GoPros go to something called content creators. I don't know what the hell that is.
For people who want to film themselves skydiving and then see it afterwards and go, yep. Hey, do you want to see footage of me skydiving? No.
No?
Lively?
Oh yeah, live leak footage. That's right. That was big in these days. I missed that.
Oh my goodness, that's nostalgia.
Yeah. Man, now I'm just jonesing for some videos of people getting sucked into lathe machines or something. The house.
Well, there's
the
Wi-Fi
house rubs its
SD.
chin. Man getting sucked into lathe. Interesting.
Mhm.
As that hole in the bedroom like opens up slightly more so you could stick your arm in.
Actually, you could have a Wi-Fi SD card. I found a video from 10 years ago
What?
where a guy is like, yeah, it's a video. Add Wi-Fi to any camera with Wi-Fi SD card. So all the digital cameras had an SD card that allowed it to connect to Wi-Fi.
First I've heard of that, but all right.
Ooh.
This is from 10 years ago, so yeah.
Okay.
So that would be 2016. So yeah, we could get a digital camera, put the
I'm
Wi-Fi
sure all
SD
sorts
card
of
in,
stuff
and
existed. The problem is how
Yeah.
quickly can you have non-specialized equipment?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You did a bureaucracy check, you don't have the high-tech version available, you have something that will work if you want. Do you want to put
Sure.
your drone thing into the hole and have fun with it? And explore in the
Yes.
crawl space under the house?
Yes.
Great.
We do.
Who's controlling it?
Who's the best with technology?
This was Guybrush's idea the entire time, so I kind of feel like he should be the... It's so weird.
Sure,
It's like,
I'll
going to...
I'll
let's
try
use
it.
a drone. Except you're going to use it, and you're going to use the camera, and I'm going to sit here in this chair complaining.
Yeah, I have
I
engineering.
am the
but
psychologist.
I don't think that this is an engineering check either way.
Nah,
And computer
it's
science is also like, it's more like a
Sure, I have a
dexterity
driving
thing. Than,
42. I'll drive the car.
there you go. Yep.
You operate the footage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I can do it,
modify
I
the
can do it.
footage.
Okay.
Yeah.
First off, what time of day is it? I'm
I'll
assuming
probably go-
noonish.
Yeah, during daylight, because
Okay.
that's when the house seemed to be
Dormant-ish.
at its meekest, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you find some opening. I don't know if you want to go to bedroom 4 and put it in the hole, or whether or not you find some
Yeah,
opening
absolutely.
in the crawl space. Okay, great. You go to bedroom 4. You shove in your little drone boy. Go, my son. Shove it in the hole.
Micro mice. My micro mouse, go spy.
It's not quite that small, but sure.
That's what I call it.
Go, my micro mouse. As you have to crack the hole open larger for it to even fit in.
Yeah, I mean, we would still, even if we crawled in, we would have to remove a bunch of the floorboards.
Great.
I'm
give
sure
me-
that there's a way to go in.
I'm sure. I mean, it's a crawl space under a house. They're sort of meant to crawl in. Granted, it's an old house, so you're not going to be doing a whole lot of good crawling down there.
Yeah.
But give me... is it a piloting or an engineering check? Engineering, I think. Where is the engineering check?
It's a science by itself, so I have.
I was going with a
nobody
drive
else's.
check to drive the car.
Oh, this is very much not a car you're driving. You're like operating a tiny piece of equipment.
Sure.
If it gets too hard, you can just give it to me. If you get it stuck, we're not getting another. Just
Well,
telling
that's
you.
why we have the wire so we can pull it out. The
It
wire is
might
actually
still
probably
get
the best
stuck.
option for this.
You drive it too recklessly, and you will get it stuck in a way we can't even pull it back.
Well, that's what the check is for. Let's see if that
Yeah, indeed.
happens. Since there is a high chance that something like this gets stuck, or the wheels just get stuck in the mud, or it gets stuck under a beam in the house and the camera just doesn't fit through a tiny hole, you try to squeeze it through.
Yep. So, what do you want? The only thing I have is driving.
Well, driving is not applicable
Dex.
here. So I'm gonna need
Dex int.
like what you want to just use one of the basic stats. That's also not something I think would be applicable. I need if you just don't have a skill for it whatsoever. What fucking skill will you use for operating
What?
a? I mean, maybe. I mean, it comes out as sort of the same thing. Fuck it, just give me a drive check.
Drive. Me. Oh, barely failed.
Me, funk. Okay. So just immediately he tries to drive it in a straight line, and then, it goes over a little bump, and then it
That
just
doesn't
immediately
that doesn't
gets
fit.
stuck
That doesn't
under
fit.
another thing.
Yep, told ya.
And
Doesn't
then you
fit.
try to drive backwards, and it's stuck.
But it's not a fumble.
No. So you pull on
This-
the wire, and eventually it tug, and then pull it all the way
Yeah.
back. And you try that a few more times, but anytime you try to explore an area, you just seem to be stuck under bedroom 4. You take a look down there. It's dark, but it's a crawl space. You don't see anything supernatural immediately popping out. You don't get any sort of supernatural hunting. Where's everyone else, by the way, while this is happening? Are they all standing around you in bedroom 4?
Basically,
I thought
I'm
we were
Because we're
waiting.
not splitting the fucking party, so they're all
Yeah,
here
exactly.
with this.
I'm waiting for Guybrush going like, okay, you can get a turn. And
I
actually
mean,
Can I
yeah,
play?
if you're there being all gimme, I'm like, sure.
no, he's not
So,
gimme. He's just
we're all inside the
waiting
house?
patiently.
You're all inside bedroom 4, all watching him operate
4.
this tiny remote-controlled car in the crawl space.
What's the amount of mirrors in bedroom 4?
There's one in the closet.
In the yeah.
And
I think
easily
it's
being
closed
covered
on
by
the closet door.
Is it open? Or like, can I see it?
With a sliding door,
It's
so one of
facing
them
out.
is always.
It's facing outwards, but it's like on
Yeah.
top of the door, right?
It's like here, yes.
Or is it inside?
No, but again, that would make no sense for a
Slidey door.
sliding door
Yeah.
to have that on the
Okay, I see.
inside.
Well, I mean, if it's on the slide door, it's probably on both parts, so that the
I want
when you have it open, you always have a
check
mirror.
for any spooky razor blade ladies or piano music or any other weird bullshit.
Yeah, I get that.
And
Anyway,
after a
Matthias
point,
ask?
yeah, Matthias, sorry.
Go ahead, Matthias.
You asked something, I think.
Did he mute himself? What happened? Maybe he just said, "Oh, I'm stepping away."
Might be. Yeah, that might be it. Okay.
I can't talk. I'm stepping away. Everyone else. Oh, what did you say? What?
Yep. That's what happens.
But after a while, I do hand it over to Gorm. I think you're more tech savvy than I am. I think this might be. Do you want to give it a go?
Oh, well. Sure. Let me try.
Okay. As you spend some time trying to do the same thing, exploring, pulling the wire, get it back, exploring some different area of it, the rest of you are just sort of stuck upstairs, listening, trying to look at the footage, trying to get an idea of like what the fuck's happening here. Because some stuff does happen,
Oh.
which is that closet that you're keeping an eye on, Matteo.
See?
Like as everyone else is busy with the drone, and you are just busy, occasionally keeping an eye on that door. Would you have it open or closed? As you're keeping an eye on things. Would the door be open or closed? Otherwise, I'll just flip for it.
Flip for it.
Okay, so it would be open when you guys are in there and keeping check of it. And then as you try to keep an eye on it, all of a sudden, you're looking back, you're looking forth, and then the door with the mirror on it, like, you can swear you see like a hand, an old, pale, white hand, that slowly grabs like a side of the mirror at the bottom and sort of pulls that closet door closed. Like,
Naughty.
As soon as you look in that direction again, like that hand shoots away inside the closet.
Guys.
Is this important?
Yes.
And I
There was-
stop concentrating on the RV. Yes. What is it?
There was a hand that reached out from the mirror over there in the corner
I start up.
just now.
Stand up immediately.
Check the drone. Priorities.
Gorm is checking the drone in the meantime, then. Because he's operating that.
Yep.
So this sort of creates two things at once. There's the drone, and then there's whatever's happening with the closet. Mateo's looking at the closet. Gorm is checking the drone. What are the other two doing? Pick one, because two people are asking for your attention simultaneously.
I'm looking at the closet, trying to determine whether or not the door has moved from where we left it when it was open.
Matthias disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we give him a second, or do we just continue?
He's trying to reconnect. He lost
Alright.
connection.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let me get a sip.
And he gets to reconnect.
And there it is.
Whoever is here, please try to give me a detailed description of what it is exactly you're trying to... If you suspect it's a thing, and you don't want to get sanitized by it, or whatever the fuck happens, or it suddenly jump scares you and slash you with a knife, you know. If you're like, okay, I have seen you, now I will do a thing. Because if you just start talking to it saying naughty, naughty, then honestly, that's probably an immediate sanity check of, oh, okay, you're just talking to the ghosts now.
Did I miss something?
This it's yeah. So
Me.
okay, we have a
After
drone
seeing this many
downstairs.
ghosts, I'm talking to shadows in the dark already. Like, come on, man.
So nothing unusual. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a drone downstairs. Matteo was taking Gorm is fixated on the drone and the footage on the drone. Matteo saw the closet in the same bedroom we're in was cracked open, and then there was a pale hand that just basically drew it shut. And now people are deciding if they keep an eye on, or what are they concentrating on the ghost hand closet thingy, or the drone footage, or something else?
Well, Agent Stone has the shotgun, and he is going to concentrate on the door. And if it opens even a little bit, somebody's going to get like a lot of lead on him, or it, or them.
Well, I understand the hand was trying to close the door.
Yep, the
until
door is
Matteo
now
closed it.
closed.
Oh, so it closed.
Yep, closed.
Oh,
It's
Agent,
slid it
Agent,
shut.
technical
Agent was
evidence that
probably
it
fine
moved.
with that. Yeah, close it good. Like if it opens, then kaboom.
Well, it was open and now it's closed. It
Yeah,
was
open,
itself.
now
I
it's
kind of missed that.
That's why I'm
It was
specifying
open
it.
and it's now closed. So
Okay.
it moved on its own.
Do you do anything with this information, or do you just leave it at, well, Matteo saw a weird thing?
Did anybody else see that? At least I have quite
Just Matteo.
high alertness. Okay. Are you going to tell us?
Well, he was talking to the naughty... He said naughty, naughty to the door, apparently.
Yes. What the hell?
Yeah, and Gorm asked what happened, and Matteo did tell.
Are you fine? Is the
Well,
house
if this is
getting
all
to
that's
you?
happening, then that's a sanity check just for him.
Again.
Roll me a quick
since
sanity check on Matteo, then.
Yeah, since the
That's
drone
failure.
was
That's a
my
failure.
idea,
That's a D4.
I focus on that one.
As he just starts talking to the fucking thing. So that's 3 sanity loss. As
Yeah,
now he
that's,
has just started talking to the ghost now. As if he's just fully accepted this is real. And he
How
will
does
just
projecting
stand up
work
to
again?
it. That's meaning you
You
pick one of your relations
either-
and you click the project button, and then you get a dice rolled, which is how much damage, how much sanity loss is absorbed, and how much loss that bond takes.
And how much willpower you lose. Whatever.
Okay, so yeah. So now, instead of losing 3 sanity, you don't lose 3 sanity, but instead you lose 3 bond and 3 willpower.
What happens when I reach 0 willpower?
Then it's really easy for all sorts of shit to do stuff with you, and I'm pretty sure it's just a your character can no longer properly function sort of thing.
Okay.
I think that
So
even
one
those
sighting like that and I'm
unconscious at
fucking
that point.
cooked. I got 3 will points. Unless those recharge somewhere also.
Yeah, they
Those
recharge. Every time you rest, you get like a D4 back, I think, or something. Let me check it.
Okay.
Because yeah, we should have basically between adventures, we definitely should
Yeah,
recharge.
those
our
recharge
willpower.
during adventures at the very least. If you still had them, then
I will give a healthy, like military slap on his face. If he's like a mumbling nonsense staring at closed doors.
Yeah, no, he's pointing to the closed door like that. There was a hand there. It just put it closed. Naughty, naughty ghosts. It's doing some
1d6.
shenanigans. The rest of you
Yeah,
are
it's
primarily busy with the drone, so you're not looking at him. Or the door, so you didn't see it happen. You're pretty
Okay,
sure the
I-
door was open first.
I'll take at least two back. I don't know how long I've I haven't rolled for the regaining thing.
Sure,
But,
fair enough. Yeah,
yeah.
Can I roll an alertness that bust the door open or not?
sure, roll.
fail 85 out of 65.
You didn't pay attention to it. You were busy with the drone thing. You were looking for other possible risks, like something popping out of that hole, or whatever the weird smell was that you smelled before. Smell of death that was hanging in this room.
Can I roll Humin that, like, is it clear that, like, my friend, the janitor, is very shaken at this point and he actually saw something
Sure, roll.
worthwhile? 84 out of 31.
I mean, he just seems crazy
Wow.
to you. And Mateo's been crazy for a long time, as far as you can tell. So you're
That's Mexico's for you.
fairly certain. It's just, yeah, yeah, Mateo be crazy.
Okay. I'm still, like, locking and loading my shotgun and, like, basically
Yeah.
I'm putting myself in a place where I can turn it left to the door or turn it right to the hall.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Dr. Gorm and Guybrush are primarily just still trying to do the exploration thing. As you are looking around, though, that smell, you know, when you initially came to this room, there was a smell just hanging all over this place.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you couldn't quite determine it, and that smell seems like it's sort of back, and it's primarily coming from the closet at this
Ugh.
point.
Oh no, I don't wanna.
You're not sure
Wait.
exactly what the stench is, but you're pretty sure it's the stench of death.
Gorm, can you drive the car that way underneath, so it's underneath the closet?
I try to calculate the.
Yeah. I mean, it's not very far. You can just do that. You can just yank it back up, aim it in that direction, drive it. When you go
Basically.
there, you will see something dripping from the floorboards underneath where the closet is. Just a whole bunch of red-black liquid.
Ugh. Are we sure there's not a something went in there and curled up and died? That
is
might be
always
a
possibility.
rat.
There was
Certainly
nothing, there
seems
was nothing
like
there
it.
last time.
A rodent.
I get up, I take my cell phone, and I put the flashlight on, and I open the closet door to see what's inside.
Okay. Everyone okay with their positioning as it is sort of now? Is anyone maybe checking stuff with him? I'm gonna say that you're all sort of, because he's getting up, he's like, all right, we'll see what's in this closet. So at the very least nearby to sort of check it out.
Yeah, I've seen bodies before. I've
You've
seen
seen
gruesome
bodies.
pictures.
Absolutely, you've seen bodies. And when you slide the door open, the doors almost sort of bulge and bend towards you as floor to ceiling, that closet is completely stuffed to the brim with corpses that fall out of the closet all over everyone in the room like a tidal wave until the whole room is filled with 4 feet of stacked corpses all over you guys. Eek. Everyone roll sanity except Mateo, who already had a dose.
Oh.
Oh, you lose max, whatever it might be. Oh, I just lose whatever it is.
So we have, one, I mean, fair. Fair, you're about to lose max, and this is not a small one.
Yeah. I bet.
So, dozens of blue-white rotting corpses are stacked like cordwood on top of each other, nearly 4 foot off the ground all over and around you. The smell is crippling. Even experienced agents are overwhelmed by the sight and smell at this point. 1d6. So even if you succeed, Nathan, that's still 1 point. And 1d6 for the rest of you.
I take
And
6.
you take max. only 1 for Dr. Gorm.
Oh. Okay.
6 for Guybrush, who just gets the tidal wave on top of him,
Yep.
and you sort of have to
Yeah,
pull
I go
it
from
That's bad.
59 to
out from under
53. I'm 1
Mateo-
away from my break point.
Mateo, due to the talking to the stuff was already sort of moving away, which is why he avoided the brunt of this.
Oh fuck! This is like a Baghdad again. Like Nathan is just like jumping backward, like trying to get clear of the corpses and like holding his shotgun, like pointed out still on the closet. But he's like he's not like panicked, but he's like eyes is focused like in a battle stance.
To you, it's oh fuck! What the fuck is this?
So if you wanted to deflect it, could you deflect it?
It's sanity
fumble?
loss. You can you deflect a fumble? That's a fair question. I'm pretty sure you can.
You
It's
can.
just the amount that's different.
Yeah, the amount is.
Okay. So it's just the sanity amount.
Yes.
And you can't put it on a bond that would. Actually, it would make sense.
You can. If you happen to get to 0, you only get how much was left in that bond.
Okay.
If you
and
roll
then that bond's destroyed, right?
worse. That bond is dissolved, and you should role play out how the bond dissolves in between
wow.
the downtime.
If possible, Nathan is going to like reflect on his bond, Colonel Sarah Vale.
Okay, you only took 1 point. You want to just take 1 point?
Yes, but like my sanity is not very high.
Okay.
So, and like the Baghdad operation that he got reminded of, it was an operation where Sarah Vale ordered him to go. So So I'm going to drop it by 1, and 1 willpower as well.
So, clicking on the roll for
Protection.
the bond, and I rolled triple ones. So that's how much gets put. That's how much the bond protects me.
You get protected from 1 sanity loss, so you still take 5, and then the bond takes 1 damage, and also you take 1 loss of willpower.
Okay.
And you don't always roll you always roll just 1 die, and it's the same result for each of them, even if it looks like you rolled 3 times 1.
Right. Yeah, but the roll.
Okay. It's not.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be a little shitty if you project just 1, but you lose 5 bond.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. Sounds like that.
That's fair.
But it does look a little weird as if you roll 3 times, which.
Yeah. But at least at least this doesn't harm my connection to my co-workers terribly.
Well, I mean, they lose some respect for you seeing you buried under a wave of bodies and screaming like a little schoolgirl.
I was thinking more along the lines of, considering I am approaching this from the perspective of someone like a forensics guy who deals with this kind of stuff, like murders and figuring them out. I was thinking more along the lines of it doesn't go to the point where I take a hit from 7 to 1, where every time I see these guys, this image or interact with my work, this image flashes in my mind. I'm like, I can't talk to you guys. Sorry, minimize the contact.
And question, was this supernatural or violence?
Well, they weren't there before.
Fair question. I'm going to say unnatural.
Okay, good.
Because, I mean, the corpses aren't attacking you, aside from whatever damage they do simply falling on top of him, which arguably should probably do some damage, but not the focus here.
Yeah, this could fall under helplessness if the body is like pin you down and you can't move, but I don't think that's the case either.
That's not
it's
the case
just
here.
unnatural.
This is just, there were definitely not bodies in there before, and now there are, and now there's a room full of bodies.
Yep. Seems quite unnatural.
Yep.
I like that. That's how casual he's being, as he's being dragged out by his feet from under the pile of bodies by Mateo and Stone, and he just plops out from under that. Yep.
That happened.
He's gone to full psychosis, like, shock, I think is the word, shock. Damn it. Like, his eyes are slightly glazed. As he just gets up and brushes his clothes, mind refusing to properly even process this.
Agents don't take charge and basically like orders everybody to get out. Like that's enough for the day. Especially
we
you.
have plenty of evidence. You
Yeah.
should check.
Trapping anybody
um,
who is like in daze or like otherwise like totally confused. And
No,
out of
we
here.
should check. You should check the facial recognitions to see if these match any of the victims.
Oh yeah, okay. As he's being dragged away, and you say something like that, as everyone is already going away, Dr. Gordon will turn around and like, oh, that's actually a good idea, and then he looks back at the room, and those bodies are gone.
Of course they are. Well, we're all the better for that. Oof. When the bodies appeared, you legit heard a scream, like a real girly scream.
High pitched.
The fucking Simpsons Flanders going, but we heard a blood curdling scream. Oh, that was just me when I saw a mouse. Ah!
Yeah, basically.
Well, I'm returning to like a fetch Professor J, like to see that if he's okay.
Hey, Gorm, don't forget the car. That's important evidence in your laptop.
Right. Gorm pulls it by the wire, pulls the drone back up, takes it out of the thing. Takes little drone coon.
I definitely would have left the drone if somebody wouldn't have reminded him. But he was reminded, so he takes it.
Moses, I still have the canisters full of gasoline. There's enough to burn this fucker out
That's
down.
not going to work. We know that's not. It's been tried. We would have to wait for them to rebuild it. And then it's back again.
The ritual. We need to do the ritual.
Yes.
Why does it wants us so bad?
Well, I mean, is that something you do to somebody you want out? Burying them in a pile of bodies? You think to yourself,
Yeah.
What if it just wanted to give us a hug with dead bodies?
Maybe. No.
Either way,
Maybe.
day 14. Talk to Antique Lady. Get a drone.
Another day.
Get
Another
buried by bodies.
willpower. And another con check for people who heal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guybrush is going to spend the rest of the day in the shower. You will not get him out of the
that's
bath.
Okay.
Like it was noon when we got here. The rest of the day, as soon as we get back to where we're holding, the shower is running. Like he spends the rest late into the evening. He's trying to wash off the bodies from his.
just shoving down piles of gum to try and get the taste and smell out of his nose and mouth.
Yep.
Like on the door, pound, pound, pound. The rest of us need to shower too. We were in there too.
We also stink
no
of
response.
bodies.
Yeah. It's like in a moment. Half an hour later.
Oh, fucker.
As he's just sitting in the shower floor, rocking back and forth. The drone was supposed to solve things.
Now it's just not coming off. I can still smell it. And every time someone drags him out and goes to the shower, he's next in line. When you need to
He
use
gets
the bathroom,
out of the shower. He just immediately gets back in line to get in the shower again.
he goes to the sink to wash his hands and starts taking the water and scrubbing himself. And the moment you guys are done, he's back in. If you need to use the toilet, he'll come out long enough that you use the toilet and then he's back into the shower.
Surely
Like,
you
that's
also just
how
have a
he's-
separate toilet.
Yeah,
that's yeah.
That's how you get
spends the rest
water
of the day.
damage.
Yeah, that might be.
That doesn't seem to matter to Guybrush at the moment.
But that's just material
I
stuff.
wonder if he were to reach his breaking point.
No, he hasn't yet. I am.
Imagine when he does.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh,
Exactly,
yeah.
I was
shower.
thinking the same.
I was 1 away before I deflected. I'm now 2 away from my breaking point.
Oh, good. Good to know.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
While Guy is like taking multiple showers at the same time, basically Agent Stone is like he has a lot of gasoline. He has some training about explosives. So he's going to like go to visit a couple of different hardware stores,
Okay.
and he's going to create like homemade like explosive devices
Yeah, sure.
connected with the gasolines in the way that like he can set up like okay, these are going to all like explode, and gasoline is like being thrown around like in 1 minute, enough time to like run out.
Why don't you give
And
me a
that's just-
demolitions check just to see if you can, rig something like this easily, or whether or not it'll take several days of studying and whatnot.
Yeah, he's a kind of professional. He's been in the military for a long time, so he's not going to do that. Like especially the more like challenging parts anywhere inside.
Yeah. You're not rushing this. This isn't going to be a flamethrower that flies off into the woods and hits Bigfoot.
Yeah,
It's not going to
that.
explode in your face. Even if you fumble, that just means this is just a long-term, whether or not this will work or take some time to get working.
All right, let's roll. So it's 40.
Okay, so
65 out.
it's not something you have right now, but over the coming days, you'll be able to clutch something like this together.
Yeah, and that is like basically his like answer for what happened.
Yeah.
Like we're going to put this house down. This is fucking war. In one way or another, it's like either geeky ritual or it's going to be explosive flame and like hell.
So, after that little side trip, what is next on your list? Because I feel like the drone was not the initial plan. You were going to do something with the furniture and the Italian lady. The hole in the floor is probably put on hold. Also, we had Matteo, and I feel like someone else took charge. Who wants to take charge? Oh, I was going to say Gorm, but I guess he's AFK. He beat me to it. Maybe Agent Lamborghini shows back up and takes charge.
No.
He does not.
Okay. Agent Pretzel.
Maybe it should actually.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
do we get to... We've had rest, so we can roll for the willpower thing.
Yeah.
I got it right that we don't have the furnitures yet, right? We know,
You know
the
where
location.
you've been given a list. Specifically, you've been given email of where each of the pieces of furniture was tracked down to. They are stores, neighbors, warehouses. You can just go there and talk to the contact that is also on that list to just be like, "Hello, I am so and so. I am here for that piece. Can I go look at it? Can I buy it?"
Let's
Matteo kind of
start that
forgot.
with the easiest one, basically. Which of
Yeah.
us actually are people who have people skills? That's
Matteo.
that's
Hello.
quite like a natural for like.
I'm friendly.
Yeah, I haven't got that feeling yet. Maybe, who knows? What is the skill, by the way?
The
Persuade.
skill.
Persuasion.
I mean,
Yeah, probably persuade.
persuade is just a
Yeah.
skill.
Human int.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Well,
in
I
between
have
those,
it-
depending on exactly what you're doing.
I have in the 20s. Is there anybody who naturally is like good at this?
Remember,
See,
these aren't
Matteo,
difficult
pretty good.
situations, and most of you have people
Talking.
skills. So
They just usually doesn't know what to talk. Like right now, Matteo a little confused.
you're aware that there is furniture that came from this house that was marked by Agent Donnelly as being important and missing as he was tracking down the furniture of the
Did
original
we figure out
inhabitant.
why he thought it was important yet?
Well, you've been to the house yourself. You have noticed that furniture
Too many
and
times.
stuff that is originally from the house seems to have ornate decorations on it, and certain things, like the mirror, the closets, all seem to have a degree of supernatural, unnatural in it. Which leads you to believe that probably this other furniture, much like the piano, also has something noteworthy in it. Maybe a haunting, maybe needs to be destroyed, maybe something else.
Destroyed. Yes.
Maybe it holds secrets.
Sure.
I think we need to have them in place.
for the room for the house to become a gazebo and eat us all.
Yeah. Gazebo mimic.
Collect all the dragon balls and put them in the thing, and then it just kills us.
Just as a brain
I'm-
fart one of you has, Mateo thinks about, well, what if? It's also completely possible that this furniture holds the power of the house, and if, maybe the agent that died here died prematurely before the house was done with it, and it was trying to get him to put all the furniture back in place so that it reaches its full power, and then, like Exodia, it can kill all of you in one go.
Yep.
No
Which
idea
of these
what that
are
is.
smallest? I would think that the end table might be the smallest of these, like maybe easiest to carry wherever it is. Where is that located?
Yeah. Sounds good. Let's go.
The end table is currently located in the home of Miss Harrison, age 77, who purchased it from the estate sale back in 1956. Harrison is a widower who lives on the far side of Meadowbrook, so only a few streets away. So you could walk there right now if you wanted.
Yeah, we maybe can do this. Yes. Maybe we can just say that we are collectors and we were friends of late Arthur Donnelly. Very, very sad about what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
But we would be still interested about collecting the table if he is willing of selling it. Nothing difficult, nothing complex. Just basically,
Yeah, okay.
is he willing to sell it? Yeah.
Yeah, you go to the lady in question, Emily Donnelly.
Leaving my flamethrowers and gasoline guns away, putting a nice shirt on, only having a couple of handguns somewhere hidden.
Yeah, trying to present yourself. She's a 77-year-old lady who goes to a church group, so seems very much not someone you want to intimidate.
She
But,
likes her morning breakfast with a packet of prostate.
You probably do want to, present yourself in some sort of method that she would want to cooperate on, because you are just approaching her in the middle of the week without really any announcement. If you knock on the door, are you just going to say, "Hello, I am brute military man. Give me table"?
You
I
present
think that
yourself as
maybe I
someone-
could maybe just give a call first. That might be easier.
Yeah,
How
sure,
about
no
you
problem.
present yourself as someone who's working on a restoration effort to restore the old furniture to the house?
I mean, you can also just show up and say, "Hello, we're FBI. We're investigating a murder. Can we look at that piece of furniture?"
Isn't that kind of what everybody hopes that we don't do?
I mean, you don't draw. I mean, okay, granted, if you do that, then there's a chance, if you fuck up, that she then calls the police afterwards, like, "Hey, there's some weird people saying they're police and they're clearly not." Like, that's a reason not to do it.
Yeah.
But,
But I mean,
you can get the
you could
cops
just-
called on you and anything. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we could just lean on the restoration effort that we're tracking down old furniture from the house that have been sold, and one of hers happens to be it, or is potentially one of the original pieces, and we would like to look at it and potentially buy it so that we can restore the house as much as possible to its original state, because it is a landmark of the area, so to speak.
Yeah, that actually has some good ideas. I'm going to say that I'm basically been. I'm a local, basically. What is it in English? Like a person who
Monument
pays.
restoring local history fanatic?
Yeah, from the local history,
Buff. A history buff.
history buff from the history foundation, or vocabulary in English about this not so good at me. But basically, as Mika recommended, that we are aiming of restoring the old house to its former glory. And unfortunately, in the recent past, some of the antiques were sold away for various parties, and we were able to find out that it's possible that maybe one of them had ended up in your possession. And would it be possible to pop in and like take a look if that would actually be from that antique house that might be worth even like protected by the Historic Act?
You're doing this on the phone, right? Not.
Yeah, on the phone.
What sort of role do you think would be appropriate for this? Again, this isn't critical. You're approaching this from the right angle. Just want to see if you fumble or not, and you have the opportunity to fail, and then you can approach it, slightly differently. And you go like, oh well, you can buy it, but I don't want you sitting around in my house just examining it, something like that.
Well, I haven't failed Persuade yet, so I guess I could roll that one.
Yeah, go ahead. Give you a chance to skill up some stuff.
81 out of
Yay!
24.
You make yourself sound like a twat as you do it, as you're clearly a gruff military man. So, I don't want to do some history shit with you guys. Just if you want it, you'll have to pay for it. I need my healthy dose of prostate.
Okay. How much do you want for that furniture?
For the end table, that thing's definitely worth $100, and not a penny less. She clearly doesn't understand how prices have somewhat gone up for antique furniture. Or she's just jonesing for a fix.
Would it be possible that if we could like carefully get it on your Porsche, and if it at least looks like it could be, the 100 is yours?
Deal.
As long as it's not IKEA.
Sure. You calling me a liar? No. All right, you go over to her house.
All right, yeah.
You guys examine the table. It definitely looks like an old antique, so yeah, you probably quickly just give her the money.
Saying politely bye-bye and have a great day and such forth, and like they carry it like carefully with my gloves on to the car.
Great. With your gloves on, you carry it to the car.
If there's mirrors, I'm not staring at them.
Yeah, I don't think there are mirrors on this thing. A quick check will indicate that the table is Italian in origin and has some odd design. Someone, because I'm assuming you're examining the group, someone who feels like rolling, either give me craft carpenter or art antique to examine this thing.
Is antique a skill?
And
Art
neither.
is a skill, apparently.
I cannot say it.
It's probably either a craft or art or science.
Well, whoever thinks they're closest to what I described.
I have neither, but I did spend an extensive amount of time looking at specifically at the carvings in the house, but I don't have other skills.
That's true. You know what? That's fine. Roll art or craft, however you have like a -20, because it's not the applicable skill.
Well, I have neither skills. They're both a 0, so I can't succeed.
Well,
I have history.
Maybe, sure, but still with -20.
Sure.
You need to sort of be an expert on this specific thing to be able to say something useful about it.
Well, here's the useful stuff.
Ooh.
There we go. Okay, great. See, anthropology to the rescue. Yes, an Italian table in origin with Asiatic influences. The edges were painted with enamel decorated in complex interweaving designs that seem to be geometrics. Closer examination reveals that they're actually little stylized depictions of people dancing. And there's a reoccurring design pattern. A dark man, larger than the rest, leading this dance. He has no face and seems to have a big horn in place of one. The old lady, when you point it out and ask as she's eating her fresh supply of prostate, says that no, she never noticed something like that, and she always sort of got a weird itchy feeling when she tried looking at too much of it. Anyway, I'm going to leave now. I'm glad to be rid of that stupid thing. Thanks for the $100, suckers! And she closes the door. The top of the table is marked with with an odd symbol, a triskelion, which is what it is. a triple spiral. And the design seems slightly off. Many things about this table seem slightly off, and like might be mildly damaged. While you were moving it, you felt like it was sort of off balance.
High
Sounds like
alert.
there's something-
Can I do a search roll? Like, is there some hidden department or something like
Absolutely.
I was just about to go do that as well.
that? Is the search separately than alert?
Yeah, search is on the
Yes.
last column.
Okay,
Search
let's
is its own
do
thing.
that.
Can I assist him?
Yes.
Because I was
Sure.
about to
You're
check.
here as a group. You're going over it.
25
Oh,
out of 42.
He succeeds
Okay, and
anyway.
with the help, that's a 5 even. So, okay.
My first success for the
Yeah.
hoses.
As you examine the carvings and whatnot on top, the wood slats that make up the top part of it seem to be misaligned, and when you slide those back so that the entire thing is balanced and in place, there is a storage drawer that pretty easily just slides open. It was hidden somewhat out of view, and perhaps the misalignment was intentional to sort of keep it closed as a lock, but with a little bit of force and a click, it slides back into place, and a maybe secret compartment slides right open. An old, dusty smell hits you from inside, giving you the indication that this has not been opened for quite a while. Inside are 3 objects lashed down in place with, at this point, rotting leather straps. One is a bowl, seems to be metal. One is a book, and one is a sheathed knife.
Dr. Gorm, perhaps we should take these somewhere dry where you can investigate so the moisture doesn't destroy the pages. I say as I press the compartment closed, so it doesn't get any more exposure to the outside air than it already has.
I have a bad feeling about this. Staring at my
I think we found the ritual
Yes, the dagger.
and the book, which hopefully holds the notes on the ritual.
Who's
One
doing
would
the
hope.
examination and how?
Like to read through.
Where
the
were we
book.
opening it?
Yeah, describe things to me in a little bit of detail, if you would, because this is very much the sort of scenario where it's like, oh, you find the ancient secrets. Yeah, great. Toss it in the back of the truck. We'll check it later. I toss it in my inventory.
Well, we'd probably drive it back and
Describe how you hold it, how you handle it. It's currently lashed down inside a hidden compartment. Do you just reach your arm in and grab it without checking for traps?
Well, no, I just said that I push it close because depending on where we are, I don't want it to get exposed into any more air than it has already been exposed in case
Like
it
super
stores pages. So it's like, let's take it somewhere dry where Gorm can do it professionally and investigate the book, but let's not do it here in her front yard,
Great.
basically.
You pick up the end table and you put it in the car and you drive it somewhere else, right?
Yeah. Try to keep it upright and stable from shaking too much.
Go ahead, Matthias.
Yeah, I don't actually think that we even start to like look at it like at the yard. We just throw it to the Airbnb and open it up
Fair
there.
too. Then you would have opened it there and had the same conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And then you take it somewhere else unless you want to examine it in the Airbnb.
that should be fine. It's not dank enough with our out breath,
With
right?
the shower enthusiast of...
I don't know, after all the
Yesterday.
Oh
showering.
no!
like,
After the
the
showering,
entire
Yeah,
apartment's very
exactly,
moist
exactly.
right now.
So let's take it to a professional
Okay.
setting if you can get one, or
sure. I'll ask the local library if they have an archive section that has some kind of something like this that I could use, requisition basically, to use for a while.
the antique dealer
examine
might
something.
They do.
probably have something.
Yay!
The antique dealer probably would have something as well where she can inspect old things in a protected environment to verify them that you can't really.
But don't you forget what we are doing here. We are Delta Green. We want to stop other people becoming infected by this parasitic power. It's our duty to take the blunt. Let's not have any normal Monday to check them out.
No. I don't want them to see it. I just want to use the facilities.
Yeah,
okay,
we just need a private
okay.
place where we can investigate it.
So you go to the library, go to the section. I'm assuming you would have taken the objects from their little hiding spots into a box or some sort of storage canister.
Plastic bag for the...
A plastic bag.
A zipper bag or one of those for the book to put it in.
And then you carefully carry it all the way here as to not damage things or accidentally have it fly off in some direction and impale someone.
Yes.
But then I will need you to tell me, who's doing the examination and try to describe how you do it. Paint a visual, if you would. I'm going to assume Agent Stone's not the one doing the examination.
Well, that would be a really bad idea in so many levels.
I'm going to assume Mateo's not the one doing the examination of the cult objects.
No, that's going to be Gorm. Because this is his expertise, so...
Okay.
And I'm kind of
I feel like giving it to anyone else would be
okay.
Stealing Gorm's thunder.
Dr. Gorm, you've got a little curved ceremonial knife by the looks of it. You've got a book. And you've got a bowl.
Right. So, I do requisition a room. I require privacy, so it's only the four of us inside at all times. I'll say, before we get there, I say to Stone, okay, you know something about keeping an eye out, so maybe check if there are any cameras, because we don't want this to be recorded anywhere either.
Well, should we perhaps?
It's a local library. It's not a huge problem.
Sure. Just in case.
Yeah. Well, I will still go to take a look, spot them and make sure that we are not being recorded accidentally by any of them, and keeping the doors closed and locked, that nobody just wanders in while we might be doing something that might awake some questions.
Okay, so what do you suggest?
I'm recommending that I'm going to walk around and check out there's no cameras, and after that I'm going to close the door wherever we are and stand guard.
Completely
that no
fair.
librarian wanders in.
Yep, roll me security to see if you get everything.
Is there a role for it? That's not that game.
Security is a thing. And this is again, it's not like, oh, you failed, therefore something terrible will now happen. It's, I'm giving you as many chances as possible to skill up.
That is not a skill in this game.
Security is a skill, surely.
I cannot see it anywhere. But how about if I go for my military side? I have a military. Let me see. Military science. How about that one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's how do I keep a perimeter secure?
Yeah, basically how to be it's a land, so it's not like a sea or air. So
how do I make it so that some civilian doesn't just randomly walk in
80 out of 60. 80 out of 60. Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, you try to secure really the perimeter, but I mean, it's a weird location you don't really have full control of. So, yeah, improvise as best as you can.
Yeah.
But you try to do security. So in case something happens, you will be around.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dr. Gorm finds a spot, goes, sets the items down with his equipment, his gloves, his lab coat, his lab glasses.
Oh yeah, the full Monty. Well, it would be the full reverse Monty, right? Anyway, he very carefully sets the 3 items in a row, basically ball on the left side, book on the middle, dagger on the right side. Then he it takes a precursory glance at the ball and the dagger for any, runes or any inscriptions, writing, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assisting you however I can.
Yeah, you're there as his lab assistant. The bowl first,
Yeah.
right? This bronze bowl is, again, marked with Triskelions, and seems, on initial examination, to be clotted in several places with dirt. A quick examination with some forensics examined that this is very, very old dried animal blood. Much more than the 100 years that it would have been at the Wheeler home.
Oh, very interesting. So this is some kind of ritual.
It lends
apparatus.
credence to the rumors that Ivatello was using cat blood.
Yeah. If you want to
Yes,
determine whether or not it's
even though
cats,
this is-
then you would roll me forensics if you want to double check that it's cat blood.
Forensics.
Oh,
5 out of 74.
So yes, you verify it is cat blood, and that it is older than 100 years. So this bowl has been used for cat blood for a very long time. Next, knife book. Which one would you prefer?
A knife. A knife and
This
its markings.
Bronze knife is small and still quite sharp. You see those same speckles of animal blood on places, despite it also clearly being cared for greatly and cleaned almost ritualistically. There are several notches you can see when you look closely at the blade, which indicate that it has at times tried carving through bone. But generally, this knife is incredibly well taken care of and has almost no damage on the blade. Also, it
You
is
have
over
no
100 years
idea. Like bronze items like this, you just don't find them. They're not in this condition, not at all. Like this doesn't have a speck of oxidation.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been
It seems
careful.
like- Yes, and the compartment seems to have taken really good care of it.
I mean, the sheet mostly. It will have,
yeah.
oxidization, as you would expect something that has been stored away for as long as it was. But before that, it must have been very well cared for.
Right. So maybe yes, this might have actually been used last time by the owner of whoever created this ritual in this house, because this item is older. I think it must be.
Yes, both of these items seem way older than Isabel Wheeler would have been able to get her hands on at the time. Unless, of course, she
Or
went to an antique store,
or the
which is also
seamstress.
possible. Yes.
Yeah.
That makes more
Uh,
sense.
Carbon dating would make this a better guess, but well,
I don't think
older
we have
is now the
facilities
best
or
I can
time
do.
for that.
Mhm.
Exactly, and it doesn't even matter. We can try to solve this mystery later, but this is pertaining to our current
Yes.
one, definitely.
And lastly, the book. On quick examination, it appears to be the diary of Isabel Wheeler. It is written in English, though with a slight accent of the day, but that's no problem for Dr. Gorm. It
we
will
don't have to
take
go
you.
deeper.
It'll take you, the whole day and then some to properly read through all this. Are you doing that by yourself, or are the two of you like taking turns, or?
We'll take turns to transcribe it. To write
Okay.
it clean
Yep.
on a.
You transcribe it, search for details in it, and that just takes a large amount of time. During that time, Nathan, will try to keep the librarians away, Mateo goes, gets snacks and whatnot and more. And as you read more and more of it, you will slowly find a lot of weird, fucky details from it. How do I present this? This cramped diary records the recollections of Isabel Wheeler covering the years between 1927 and 1955. It details a pact she made with what she refers to as the Old Crone, and how she consecrated her house, Spooner Avenue, in the name of L'Uomo Nero on July 12th, 1955. She describes in great deal a ritual that she learned from the crone, both for the consecration and for alterations to the deal as it was made. Near the end, she will describe that she attempted to make alterations, or was going to attempt to make alterations. And she will describe how initially, she was very sick, and after a small act of kindness, she befriended this lady who shared her secrets of witchcraft with her, and she became her apprentice as she was allowed to live there with her family, and eventually tensions arose, and it involved the town attacking them, and Miss Wheeler not sufficiently defending them, and also, the town becoming aware and suspicious of so many of their pets going missing, but they were simply needed in the ritual. As for the ritual itself that she describes, and the promises that were made to her that she describes in this diary, if it wants to go to the thing. I can pretty much just give you the entire detail, but I don't know if just reading the entire section is best for it. It's not. It's one of those things where it's written from a different perspective than the diary would have written itself. So I'm going through it would they describe it like this? But then again, Dr. Gorm and Guybrush would also summarize it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will just sort of go through this as you would have summarized it and presented it to the others afterwards. So, the house on Spooner Avenue was built 1907 by Michael Wheeler, a 32-year-old mason. He brought his invalid wife, Isabel Wheeler, to die there and spend the rest of her final years. Wheeler was a dashing young man who charmed his way into a lucrative position, cutting stone graves for nearby communities. His business expanded to specialty stonework such as gargoyles, marble cuts, tiles, and monuments. When Isabel and Michael married in 1905, they were the darlings of the town, but in less than a year their life fell under a shadow. Overnight, Isabel was seemingly infected with an unknown ailment, rubbing her with the use of her legs, and later racked her body with spasms and convulsions. And even then, she outlived her husband by several decades. Michael Wheeler was struck in the head by a large piece of marble in 1910. Michael Wheeler had become a wealthy man and left a significant fortune behind. Isabel never wanted for anything but just peace and being left alone. She remained in Spooner Avenue for another 46 years. In 1926, Isabel had gotten her wish. Her pain and ailments went away, but the neighborhood was far from happy. Isabel took to living with a foreigner, Italian woman of considerable age named Adele Di Vitello, who the neighbors and herself for a time referred to as the Crone. Di Vitello had worked as a seamstress at a nearby sanitarium, but was fired for miscellaneous reasons. She was generally shunned by the town, but barely subsisted until she came to the house of Isabel Wheeler. Originally, Di Vitello was hired to help resew the drapes in all the rooms, but soon she became inseparable from Wheeler, and in summer 1926, the talk of the town was the recovery of Isabel from her mysterious ailment. For the first time in 20 years, Wheeler could walk and conduct herself normally. But the talk then turned to the presence of the crone in her house. It became clear that the locals saw that things were strange. Animals turned up dead, not just farm animals. Dogs, cats had gone missing with regularity. Odd men showed up, foreigners with thick Italian accents. The crone seemed to be gathering her whole family with Isabel's blessing. After the 1936 confrontation with Antonio, where there was some fighting in the streets, a man the crone claimed was her son, locals learned to just leave them alone. Matthew Harrigan, son of a wealthy local politician, wasted away from some mysterious ailment in a span of 2 weeks. The disease was odd. Patients developed rashes that became some form of burn marks, which suppered and bled out. Only Harrigan, who had struck Antonio, died from it, but each man involved in the scuffle with Antonio suffered from this disease and sort of became mangled by it. The hint was taken, people steered clear of the Wheeler house as if it was cursed. Di Vitello was practicing witchcraft, as she describes herself in the diary as well, with Wheeler. By the time she disappeared in 1955, most thought she must have been in excess of 100 years old. However, as Wheeler puts in her diary, she was actually way older than 100 years old, as she had signed her life away in a pact of Lumonero, the Dark Man, and had taught these secrets to Isabel herself. She placed her name in his dark book and promised him blood and souls. She had spent the first 50 years of her new life practicing this art and perfecting it, and then came to America when the time seemed right. Di Vitello wheeled her way into Spooner Avenue House and gained complete control over Isabel via her ages of skills. The crone first took Isabella's pain away, using her witchcraft, freeing Isabel from her disease that had left her bedridden for over a decade, and then using her magic, put her suffering behind the reflections of the Spooner Avenue house. This dark half of Miss Wheeler was bound within the mirrors of the Spooner house, while her physical form was completely restored to health. At the time of her death, Isabel had learned that the price of this particular trick was perhaps a bit more than she was willing to bargain, and sought to alter things. Her spirit was going to persist in that dark nether world behind the glass. And for 30 years, as the crone lived in Spooner Avenue, eventually things quieted down and the inhabitants ceased interacting with the town. And the town started simply ignoring them. Then Depression and World War II hit, which were very distracting. And in 1940, this allowed them to cast their consecration rituals as a form of making Isabel her apprentice, in the secret name of her... What the fuck is that thing a warlock has? Patron. Of her patron. And had a room built specifically for the nightly rituals. Then, for the next 15 years, these rituals occupied the nights of the new moon, culminating in the summer of 1955, when her patron appeared before them, opened a book to her, who then, on this day, saw just the sort of monstrosity she was dealing with and decided that she could not sign over, as she saw it as signing over her very soul, and flaked out at the last moment. The next day, the crone was completely gone, and Isabel very rapidly regained every bit of her disease and disability, wasting away over the period of 1 year. she constantly flips back and forth with whether or not she regrets signing that initial deal, or whether or not she should have gone through with it. But near the end, near her death, she seemed mostly worried that what she had done had already done irreparable damage, and that she is simply in no condition to alter the consecration that has been done to this place. And now whatever remains of her and has been sealed away in the mirror will simply remain there long after she is gone. And the diary ends. There are also a whole bunch of notes that describe the various rituals that involved in the first the consecration and then the summoning ritual that they did under the new moon. Now,
I fucking
Angry parts of a bitch.
said it in the so many days ago. Destroy the mirrors. We could have ended this in the first day.
But
Well-
you're not thinking straight. If the house still stands and somebody moves in, they're bringing in mirrors,
Mirrors.
and then
yes.
the problem is back.
more importantly, Isabel herself describes in the diary. First off, the two of you are investigating this stuff. Gorm, Guybrush, sanity check time, since the two of you are studying this stuff over an extensive period of time.
Yay! Give me sanity. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I failed.
It's,
Please don't be a forced to sanity.
That's a lot.
That would be my break point. I succeeded.
Failure is 1. Success is 2. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
But, okay, first off, both of you gain plus 2% unnatural skill.
Oh,
Unnatural.
don't just
And
press 2.
because you're sort of splitting the workload, you get a sanity check instead of just forcefully losing it. But it's 1d6. So 1 if you succeed, and
For
Gorm,
me,
2.
2.
I'm glad I succeeded. That would have hit me to my breaking point. I'm 1 away from my breaking point.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, most importantly, and the big reason much of your questions answered on, oh, can't we just... Isabel herself was looking for ways to undo what was happening, and describes a ritual, several rituals, actually. One is, contacting the Dark Man so that you can make a bargain with him, or, one is consecrating the area, which requires small sacrifices and a lot of blood. The ritual itself needs to be studied in some degree, as it requires a lot of marking, which will probably require going more into. But if you want to learn magic, that's possible. It describes summoning him, which must be conducted on a ground previously consecrated to the entity. Those present must conduct a human sacrifice using the bronze knife and the bowl in the center of the consecrated area.
Mr. Pretzel?
Nice that it's not just about whether we should do it. There's just somebody like
Just
down the
okay,
line. Like,
him.
yep, top of the shelf. Yeah, it's the Agent Pretzel. Call him in.
When Agent Stone hears about this at some point, he's like, it's time to smash mirrors and burn houses.
Right. You gotta think it, because she also describes in the diary how she tried multiple other things and, getting rid of all the mirrors very definitely did not work. She tried several things, including rituals, including, getting rid of the mirrors, including trying rituals on the mirrors. She didn't have a great deal of time, and she was disabled during much of it. But she put her thoughts in that diary, and it's pretty clear that it's not that simple. The ground itself is consecrated. Anything built there in the future will simply have the same thing. Not to mention that, as she puts in her final thoughts, that, the part of herself that is still locked behind the mirror is also actively trying to contact her and reaching out, trying to alter the deal in a different way. And still mad and hungry for blood to empower herself so that she might contact her patron and be released.
Yep. So,
Any further going into the ritual, not to mention the ritual itself, would obviously cost a big amount of sanity and willpower. But that seems pretty obvious, just sort of stating that beforehand. It's not like, hey, can we just do a human sacrifice, no biggie? No, that would probably break all of you.
That's why Gorm was like, okay, so human sacrifice, I think that's out of our repertoire.
The voice said probably.
I mean, you can just roll a 1 on the d10, I guess.
True.
And then a 1 on the other sanity checks. I'm glancing over this real quick, and there's like 5.
Yeah.
So our alternatives are to research more to see if there is a counter ritual somewhere, which would lead us to delving dangerously into this sort of stuff that we're supposed to not really go into. Alternatively, we can inform that we have discerned the source of this, and that it is absolutely supernatural and would require murder of humans and performing supernatural rituals to counteract the contamination of the ground itself upon which the house stands. To our handler, maybe strings can be pulled and determine this site as a hazard of sorts, contaminated land, cyanide or something.
Maybe they will send us maybe they will send us a person grown in a vat, right?
It's okay to human sacrifice people grown in vats.
Right?
I don't know
That
about
is a
you,
joke.
but I'm a good Christian. If you are making a sacrificial gift, isn't that for some dark power that is not on our side? So we are empowering something dark anyway. I say that we will take this back to Delta Green, and they can bring this a place which is going to be burned down every 30 years or something like that, and they are just going to keep it on check. I can come as well to burn it once in a while. I'm totally fine with that. But I think that this is beyond us. We are not going to kill anybody. And even if we find the worst kind of pedophile or rapist or whatever, it's just going to empower something dark that we are fighting against. End of rant.
That is a good other point. It probably would empower the one.
Because you have read the diary, I can answer a few more questions a little bit clearer. It seems like, what do we refer to the entity? Not even so much the patron, just the entity that is now in the mirrors, that is in the house. I guess we just call it the house, but the entity in the house seems to be feeding itself rather than its patron, although who knows what the exact mechanics of that are. And it seems to be feeding simply by slowly draining sanity and willpower through various interactions. And it seems to delight in seeing suffering and sharing suffering and if it can share a little bit of the pain it's experiencing with the outside world, that is more than enough, and that seems to empower the rest of its abilities. So part of what Isabel was trying to do was simply keep people away, but then she very much quickly became the target of it.
And we return to the uranium. Just get it irradiated enough that it's uninhabitable for, thousands of years. Easy.
I mean, this is in the middle of what happens if you would have some sort of chemical cleanup spill. Also, problem is you don't know exactly how big the range of this is, because the estate, the grounds were consecrated. It's actually a lot trickier to determine exactly where things start and end for the entity. Like, okay, it's been mainly in the house, but based on the description of where the ritual takes place, it's actually a pretty big area where the entity could have influence if it wanted. It just happens to be strongest near the house. Also, the stuff it's been doing now, going by the descriptions in the diary, it's capable of a lot more that it just hasn't really been doing so far because it didn't need to. Apparently, Isabel at some point had her nurse, when she was, making plans to destroy certain things, the nurse apparently just violently attacked Isabel at that point, as if it was trying to defend the house. And from that moment on, she had to get a different nurse because that one had just lost her mind.
So possession.
So possession, or at the very least suggestion, seems also very much something the house is capable of. Which begs the question, how many instances in the past, because you will now connect dots, when previously the house was on fire and neighbors would very quickly come out of their homes to put the fires out.
Yeah. So it's reasonable to assume that it can influence the neighbors to stop any damage from being done to the house. Or if we start to enact a rite within the house to purge it, we are likely going to have curious neighbors crawling through the windows and doors to check it out and stop us.
Mm-hmm.
So neighbors instead of pretzel?
Well, I don't think we're going to be murdering people for this. I do think at this point we should consult the higher-ups as to what is their opinion on how far this should go. Because this is deeply supernatural and it is the land, not the house, that is the danger. And as far as we know now, it would require human sacrifice to even... Well, it would require human sacrifice and magic. Assuming...
Assuming the spell even, or the ritual even, affects the right thing, because...
Right, we have no idea how to counteract this and how deep we need to dive in to this forbidden stuff.
What I'm saying is, for example, the human sacrifice ritual probably is for the dark man, whatever it was called, and we probably don't need that entity. We need to get rid of this one. These are different entities.
Well,
even if they are
both are evil.
Well, one of them is bound to the other, it sounded like. So
the ritual for dispelling the effect on the house seems to very much be going through the ritual to summon him, and then simply saying
like
that
a deal for him to purge the house.
Okay, we have invoked you. We now demand that you purge this.
Okay.
Like we break the contract.
Yeah, we want you to undo the contract with this lady and let her die.
So we will
killing someone.
So we will go for the big
Isabella
brother to complain about the little sister.
Yeah, but
Pretty
if
much.
Isabella is haunting the house and is capable of controlling people or protecting it in many ways, she would intervene to stop that from happening, which means that we would actually be exposing the neighbors to this, let alone ourselves to further research of a subject that we are actively trying to counteract and hide and eradicate. So,
I'm deeply a military man, being in the force for a decade.
Yep.
We are going to contact handler. We are going to have our
Yes.
superiors to decide.
yes,
We are not going to do anything
choice.
else.
And
might be
if they
able-
want, if they want us to go through with the ritual, I'm sure we can just get some backup to,
Well, they can probably
for them to
arrange a
hold it
death
back.
row convict for us to sacrifice in that house. At that point, just fake their death and bring them to us so we can kill them there. That is probably a possibility for a ritual like this. Someone who's doomed to die anyway. That wouldn't be a loss to society as such. But I do think we need to actually take this to the higher level. This
Yes,
has us
yes.
delve into stuff that we are supposed to stop.
Okay. You can contact your handler. I mean,
I do
you,
that.
you have the contact. Certain things will okay. Obviously, Delta Green, as far as your handler goes, tries to be no more than a go-between. He doesn't want to know certain things, and there aren't really experts that you can go to within Delta Green and just say, "Hey, can we escalate this?" Like, no, you are very much the people in charge of handling this one way or another. There is no, oh, can we get the magic guy down here to magic this away? No, that doesn't exist.
Right, no, it's
at best,
mainly
he
a
might be able to
question
say,
of-
"Hey, we have a ritual that demands a human sacrifice," and he's like, "Okay, we can get you a death row inmate for that, I guess."
Right. Well, it is mainly a it's like the call is mainly we're standing between, like, in a crossroads. Like, the base details, it's not the house. The land is supernaturally contaminated. Anything that is built on it will suffer the same consequences. The range probably also covering neighbors. Either we can isolate it, if that's possible, make it an uninhabitable zone, hallucinations, toxins in the soil, or we can commit supernatural acts that will require human sacrifice. Which one do we go with? Which one do you think is the right choice as our handler? Like, what do we have authorization for?
Ask about the Dark Man. Do they know anything about the Dark Man?
No,
we should
no. Yeah,
speak about
we have been specifically said he doesn't want to know the specifics of supernatural. Like, at that point, he just goes la 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 la, not listening.
Yeah, no, I fail
Yeah.
you my sanity. I'd like to not know that. But you're basically calling him saying, "Hey, we need to do a human sacrifice in order to get rid of this.
Yeah,
what are we
we-
allowed to do and not do?"
Yeah, like, can we do dark magic, or can you guys just lock down the area so this contamination can no longer harm people? Because this requires diving deep into the supernatural for us, risking us turning into them. Or if you can pull strings and have this area locked down, but it's possibility that the reach also covers the neighboring houses.
Okay. If they were to do a huge operation to try and lock down an area, and they can't even say for sure whether or not that would stop it, not to mention that from what you yourself have read in the diary and from pieces, it seems like if you were to start an operation like that, there's a decent chance that all of a sudden the foreman or whoever takes this over from you guys will just get possessed or mind controlled, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, we canceled that, and the municipality showed up and they said we don't have a permit for it, so it got put on hold, and then a little bit later, oh yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Well, you guys have your backs turned and leave. Like, you are certain that
assuming
if
they go on site, but they would have to go on site to verify.
What do you want them to do? This is the entire thing with drones? To drop a metric ton of uranium and concrete from a plane? Like, every scenario where you guys
yes,
hand
please.
every scenario where you hand this off to someone else seems to very quickly involve the risk of this going wrong. And
true.
you have carte blanche to handle this how you see fit, but you'll simply have to live with the consequences one way or another. The thing is, they want to be sure that this as the handler will call it, this infection which has taken hold in the land. You're saying it's the land, not the house, but okay.
Yes.
We have been looking into things on our end, and it seems to be some sort of infection, as they prefer to call it, and it needs to be removed. If we leave this, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next month, but these sort of things get much worse if you leave them.
That is true.
And I'm not talking about a few people dying every few years. Like, this is bigger. I understand that you have to work with limited understanding of the bigger picture, Agent Brush. But
I am more concerned about
a human
the
sacrifice ritual is honestly not that big a deal, and I understand that this is a big, heavy toll to put on you guys. But the alternatives are far, far worse.
Well, I was more concerned of doing a ritual without you green lighting it and perhaps providing us with a death row inmate.
If you need a death row inmate, we will arrange one.
That would probably be the best, so we do not kill an innocent.
That's probably decent that you at least check. I'm glad to hear you're not so far gone yet that you would just grab some random guy you didn't like off the street and do that.
Like Agent Witzel.
Agent Stone's still like he's a military guy, and like this like in his small, pretty dumb head doesn't make any sense. Like if there is like a power player, and basically the organization doesn't want to know who he is. If the same like entity pops up like around in other like sites, it would really make sense that like the organization would know that they exist. Even if they would know anything else but the description of him. Is there any role I could make like that? Is there any realistic reason why the Delta Creed wouldn't want to know about the Dark Man? At least for the description of it.
I think it's more the handler doesn't want to know about it because he gets exposed so much that he would go off the deep end.
When you're done with something like this, you often write up a detailed report. But, you know, the trick is getting that to the right people. And the handler doesn't read that himself. He's a go-between. He's someone that's allowed to say, like, hey, is it okay if we kill someone? Yes. Hey, we need a phone number to call for this. Try these guys. You know, but if you start talking about, hey, by the way, the supernatural is real and aliens are living in your pants right now, and if you say this magic word, they will explode. La 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 la. I do not want to know that.
Yeah, but not the details. Like, is there some way for us to like basically reserve the knowledge we have if we die tomorrow?
That's
write,
like, just write stuff down, right?
Yeah.
And put it where?
And just send your report via email to your handler. Be like, don't read, contains crazy secrets. This is a backup. Like,
yeah, we should actually probably do that, considering the depths that we have to delve to do this ritual. Is like, here's a status report of where our team is now, in case this goes tits up and we end up losing our minds or dying, so the next team can continue. Detailed report, here's what needs to be done.
As for the ritual itself, you know, it's pretty straightforward. It needs to be done on a specific day of the month and in a specific location. And then, you know, a human sacrifice needs to be done with those tools. And then the blood needs to be collected, and that needs to be smeared out in a certain pattern on that same area.
Yeah.
And then the rest of you need to stand around it chanting a specific invocation that's also included in the thing. Like, pretty straightforward.
Let's do that. Like basically some encrypted email. Like if we go missing in action, only at that point to read. Yeah.
Also, to the handler, I'm not sure if we canonically did that before or not. I will inform that the parapsychologist, Agent Pretzel as we call him, is a phony and was more excited about publishing whatever we find than actually helpful. His methods were pure superstition and guesswork. He was more interested in sensationalizing than actually helping. So strike that guy off the list. He's a danger to the operation. He will expose anyone the first time he actually meets supernatural stuff.
Oh.
And then I will submit a suggestion to the bookstore saying, like, detailing our visit there and saying, we found credible information. She seemed to have books about the real stuff. So she might be a better contact for something like this, but also keep an eye on her because she had old books hidden away.
Thank you for informing me of that. Please hold. And he puts you on hold for a moment. And when he comes back, like 15 minutes later, it's like, okay, I have been told to inform you that you don't need a death row inmate after all. You will be cleaning up a loose end.
Matteo gets to kill.
Agent Pretzel it is.
We do ask that you try not to draw attention as usual, but if necessary, a cleanup crew will also be ready if we need to take care of, like, you know, neighbors asking questions or police investigation. Or...
Certainly, but try to keep them away from the house for now, unless they become a defense force.
Yeah, we're already doing stuff like that behind the scenes. There's always the secondary operation is always involved with stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure what he refers to as the secondary operation, but he has referred to things like that before when he drops things he probably shouldn't say. You suspect that you're never really the only Delta Green agents on a case? Probably someone's always right behind you to just be like, do you see those guys? Yeah, if they explode, you need to clean that up.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that you have a backup of a backup, basically.
Yes.
Except this backup is ready to kill you if you go.
Yeah, pretty much. You are the Agent Pretzel that they are ready to get rid of in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like a backup of a backup. We're the expendable resource. Yeah. I mean, we're Danelli's backup.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even working on this case officially. So.
Exactly. So, Agent Pretzel.
Nyt menet nukkumaan.
Oh boy, what are we going for a big adventure? I'm Agent Pretzel, ready to go for a thing. What's that bowl for you have there? Oh, no reason. Could you like sit over it, Neil? Yeah, there's occult stuff in the bowl. Oh, really? I'm gonna go look in the bowl. Oh, what's this then?
Well, it's okay. Agent Guybrush has a plan. He will hopefully with Gorm's. Gorm wasn't a medical doctor.
But
well,
are you pulling lots over who gets to slice his throat?
No. I intend to. Guybrush intends to, because we know how loud and enthusiastic Agent Pretzel is. He will prepare a drugged concoction to get him docile and easily maneuverable with my medicine skills that we can drug him with so that he doesn't shout or resist when we cut his throat.
Plan.
Ooh, can I help?
Sure.
Turn Agent Pretzel.
We will prepare ritual drinks that only one of which is drugged, that is given to him as the
smoothie.
The conductor of the ritual, like I will confer to he will confer to Dr. Gorm to come up with a through his anthropological studies a sort of amazing sounding name for a high priest or someone who conducts rituals that we're like, oh yes, this is your drink
The Oracle,
because you're conducting this ritual so that he accepts it. Pump his ego so he drinks it and then goes catatonic, and then we just kill him without much noise.
Agent Stone is quite silent, like he takes a bit of distance and like it seems like he doesn't approve any of this.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's understandable, but
Fair enough.
but like the higher ups gave an order, you're a soldier, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, just following orders. That worked for the Nazis, so why wouldn't it
Yep.
work for us
Well,
too?
okay, if you're just following orders because, I don't know, Satan has a puckered asshole in the land now and he's slowly spreading it, and you're like, hey, you see that over there? You gotta stop that. How do we do that? Kill that guy. But he's an innocent guy.
Yeah.
I know. Kill him.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way Guybrush will put it. Okay, so imagine this is a supernatural terrorist organization recruitment spot, and the longer this is here, the longer it recruits more to the organization. So the only way to deal with it is to kill that guy, and then call the boss and tell him to not. Like, we make a deal so they leave. This is Homeland Security stuff.
You will
Supernatural.
obey local orders, but you don't need to like it. And I don't like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like it any more than you do, but this is if
You
we
seem
leave
to
it.
be very enthusiastic about all of this. Very chatty about
No,
it.
that's the player being enthusiastic. A Guybrush is explaining it in his own deadpan tone. But this is how it needs to go. This is the most merciful way to do it.
I need more smoke. I will be right back. I need to walk.
But yeah.
When Stone is out, Gorm actually comes basically to. It looks like he's going to interrupt the smoke break because he doesn't smoke, you know that. But he just sits there next to you or stands there next to you for a while in complete silence. And
look out for that guy, bro.
and after some time, he just says something like, "You know, I don't like it either." And that's all he says.
Stone just nods once, and that's enough.
Yep.
What about Mateo? Is he like rubbing his hands together going, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy?
I get
Well,
to kill the pretzel anyway.
I'm gonna talk with Guybrush once these leave the room. I'm gonna be a bit like, why is the big man such a pussy? Like, back in Mexico, we silenced loose ends all the time. I'd imagine
Well.
it applies for army also.
I suppose, but he doesn't have to like it. I'm not a huge fan of the plan either, but
Well, nobody likes doing it, but it solves
has to be
two
done.
problems that we had. Yeah.
that is true, and I understand that. And drugging the sacrificial lamb in this case is the most merciful ways of doing it, as opposed to allowing him to be lucid enough to realize what is happening.
Agreed.
As for how and when exactly you would do this, and how you would, because the important factor, doing this ritual doesn't mean the house will just allow it
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not.
and won't fuck with you, you somehow. Like, if the house gets the idea that, oh, they're actually doing a thing to kill me. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right, pulling out all the stops. Then, yeah, you probably want something to not have that happen. Because I imagine if the ritual's already bad enough and like draining all your sanity, and the house is like, hey, I noticed that if a tiny thing were to go wrong here, then you would be
Yeah.
fucked. Would be a
Well-
real shame if I mind controlled this guy right now.
Yeah, so we have a new book about some of this stuff. So does it have any protective charms or rituals that I could try and get to know, protect our asses?
Do you mean the diary?
Not the diary, the
The other book that we bought.
yeah, from the books, the antique store.
That was a good book. How lucky are you?
It was a good read, yeah.
I know, but it
in
was
Indo-
mostly a clue to just point you in a specific direction. But you know what? Maybe
Yeah.
you're super lucky. 10 or less, so 1 to 10. This is such a rare thing to just fucking stumble on. No, okay. It's not like, hey, do I happen to find a protective spell in this book that?
I mean, it's back to
Yeah,
the
I
bookstore.
It has information on occult stuff, but this is very specific. It does make allusions to other similar rituals that might exist. It refers to something called the Elder Sign
Okay.
as a method of doing damage to supernatural entities, but you have no fucking clue what that is.
Also, it's very, very vague. Yes, elder sign, the sign of the elders. Like that could be anything. Sign of the leaders, sign of like an ancient
No,
sign.
it's like quotes it in a special term, like in a different language. It's just translated to the Elder Sign.
Sure, but it's still okay. Luckily, it's
And it refers
in
to it
another
multiple
language.
times, and it's like, okay, this is clearly a thing, and then you look for any sort of details or where to find it, and you just go, fucking nothing? All it is you're aware that it exists now. Which is very funny, because that is the exact same experience that I have with this source material. As in several places, it refers to, if the players have the Elder Sign, then they can use that here. So like, okay? Do you give me the Elder Sign? No. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Another adventure.
It's a very, very well-known Lovecraftian thingy.
Yeah, it's a copyrighted thing that we can't.
It's so random.
Like, in case you first do Call of Cthulhu, and then you get this for some reason, then yeah, okay, maybe.
Well, it's like saying if they have the Ring of Power or Excalibur,
If they have the
can
one
use
ring,
it. It's
yeah.
like, okay, sure, but
Where do we
how?
get it?
It's such an
You
absurd
fucking figure it
thing
out.
to include, but it sort of points to, yeah, hey, there's a bigger thing, that's cool. Do the players know this? No. Should the players know this? No.
Well, now we
Can
know.
the players find this in this adventure? No. Okay, cool.
It's just there.
Like if the
Just
players happen to have Goku with them, then he can fight. It just
Why
points
did I
to
make
such
Goku?
absurdity. Like, oh yeah, by the way.
I know.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah,
Well, I was. Go on.
I do make a remark to as we've been facetious with Guybrush earlier. As soon as I find out the Elder Sign, I do jest that. Well, maybe you could try and flip it off. I guess. Most eldest of signs.
If you flip off the house, that kills it. No, my one weakness being flip the bird.
Yep.
I know it's a long shot, but Guybrush will want to go through basically the transcription we did, all of our notes so far, to try and see if he can figure out whether the house can read minds, like constantly, or whether it's more reactionary to what people do.
Give me an in check. That's a good question.
In check, just an int.
Just int.
Okay.
Okay. Based on your interactions you've had with the house so far, and, been multiple sessions, so I imagine not everything's immediately, it seems like the house is very much observing you and then using that information. So it wasn't until it saw Dr. Gorm that it was able to reproduce his face, and it wasn't until it heard you guys talking on the radio, or phone with Agent Pretzel, they was like, oh, that's a voice I can imitate.
Right.
So it doesn't know what it doesn't know, and it can't seem to just pull it from your mind before it sees it.
Right.
So an idea, maybe
An
it uses the mirrors as a way to observe.
It spies on
maybe?
people, yeah.
So smash them before the ritual just to be sure. I mean, if they get repaired later, they get repaired later.
Well, there is that, but once we start smashing the mirrors, it'll likely go on defense. However,
If it has any sort of intelligence, it'll go on defense when it recognizes the same faces again.
Well, based on the notes, that is a human mind trapped inside the mirrors. It is a pained human mind, but a human mind nonetheless, which means that it possesses, or we have to assume it possesses, a human intelligence and the
one
capability
filled with a lot
planning.
of malice, who seems to be getting power from, toying and torturing whoever's in the immediate vicinity. Which,
However,
up to this point, has been you guys.
it does have a desire to
Yes,
contact
exactly.
the shadowy person and to alter its deal. Now, if we were to pretend during our next visit with the diary that we have concluded, or we go in there leaving the diary putting on a very good performance, or even one of us slips in to talk to it and suggests that we are going to contact it and suggest an alliance under pretense. If it can't read our minds, it will not know that you're lying to it. But maybe we can placate it by getting it to believe that we have come to a conclusion that only by granting its desire we can release the house from the curse, and maybe placate it long enough that it allows us to perform this ritual. Because it doesn't know our true motive. So if we can get the house to stay calm, Isabella to stay calm, and allow it to transpire under the auspicion that we will act as a conduit for her to get her wish, but at the last moment, we make the deal with the Shadow Man, that would be a way to buy us time.
Okay. This is a
That's
very
not a bad idea.
nuanced... This could work, but this is a very nuanced and tricky situation. It depends on the exact intelligence of them, the exact intelligence and observations that it has made, how well you manage to present yourself, and if at any time, if the ritual is very clearly, you're doing ritual 17B, which is the banishing ritual. Hold on, I can just fucking tell that, so I'm gonna wait until you do this, and then yoink this out from under you and go, tee, I know that wouldn't fucking work. Now toss that bowl and thing into the mirror, thank you very much, and now I have everything I need to do this a year from now, or something.
That is true. It can...
Thanks for the free sacrifice, fuckers.
Yeah.
'Cause it could very easily play you.
Oh, it could. And that is something that we need to be sort of mindful of. Even at an apparent alliance, we have to assume that this malicious spirit will try and betray us. Because it wouldn't trust us.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can even get it placated enough that it will allow us to get the ritual to the point where the Shadowman comes up, or even start it, then that is already a better win than it starting to pull neighbors in or pouring corpses on us the moment we step into the house. And out of all of us, I am the only one who has been trying to communicate it with before.
That is true.
So-
that would definitely be a thing in your favor. But I think this particular aspect of it very much needs to be worked out, measure twice, cut once sort of situation. Because if you don't go through this in detail and just go, we'll just improvise. Oh, house, we're totally on your side. Why didn't it work? And now we're all cursed. So, might want to double check that one before you try it. I mean, not doing anything about the house and just assuming it's not gonna fucking act is also a mistake, since it's like, we shall cast the ritual. Why is Agent Stone aiming a shotgun at your head?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So, yes, you have an answer and tools to do it and moral okay green light. Doesn't mean it's now easier.
Yeah,
Question, why don't
Yes.
we burn the whole house down first, and then we do the ritual when the creature is the weakest?
Well, that would certainly... because it can influence neighbors. We have to assume that it is capable of doing that, considering...
Yeah,
that
but it
it's
might
really-
still be a better option than the all-powerful evil force trying to catch us off guard and make us kill each other.
I mean, it might still be able to do that. nothing says that the mirrors are required for that to be present for it to be able to influence things. I think the mirrors are simply gates or doorways where it can physically reach out.
Yeah, no mirrors.
But its
after
influence
everything
is
turned
more on the ground than anything.
down. My military
based on the
advice
text.
is to make it weak. Like bombard its base, its barracks, its missile silos. When it's
Well,
regrowing at its potential, we are going to do the ritual and going to kill it for once.
Right. For that, we would need to figure out how we can actually bombard it and its base. The mirrors
I
are
have a
good.
lot of gasoline and explosive. It's a single
Well,
house.
it is a house, but the influence ring likely covers the neighbors' houses as well. So unless you're willing to burn the entire block and kill the neighbors and anyone who comes nearby to ensure there are no outsiders, and then plant each of us with a trigger where we can kill each other in case we get taken over, we have to be smart about this.
Yes, so this one very much requires sitting down and then being like, okay, do we agree with this plan? Yes. Execute and then see what goes wrong and make sure you have backup plans. Like, in case suddenly Dr. Gorm starts swinging a knife at people, taser. In case the house suddenly sets itself on fire and shuts all the doors with us inside, very quickly do the ritual.
In short, this requires us to do the one thing that we don't like to do in D&D. Plan!
Plan and then accept consequences.
Yes.
But there's a reason that's the only house where people have been killed in multitude. The one that's always built up, so it has to be like a power center of a kind. So that is and I'm absolutely sure that the campaign material doesn't say anything about doing it like that. It wants us to go inside, and then we roll like a lot of like sanity checks till something happens.
Well, I mean, potentially, but like Han alluded, it was like, well, the neighbors or everyone have been really quick to
Respond to any problems.
to protect the house, like to sort of, man, my words escape me, to put it out. Like any fires, people have been had tried to burn it before, but it gets really fast put out.
Yeah, but like it's been burned down, right? It's been burned down.
It's
but
also
partially.
been rebuilt as well, so...
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, like if we like put it down good enough, we wait for a couple of days. It's gonna be like smolders, no more attention. Then we like sneak inside there and do the ritual. Of course, there might be like a couple of neighbors who are being like mind hacked, and we just punch them in the face and put them unconscious instead of having some monsters full of like mirrors around us.
It can definitely work, but you need to treat this as if there will be an enemy agent trying to fight back.
Yeah. But like better that they are like equipped with like kitchen knives than like bazookas.
Sure.
Yeah. So Agent Stone's like driving that narrative. Like that's something that might not expect.
Either way, think
the
about
neighbors
that.
are
Yeah.
ex-military fucking doomsday preppers.
they burst out of the
course.
garage with a killdozer.
Well, I mean, the most likely thing is that the neighbors wouldn't come out to stop us personally. They would call the cops and get us arrested and permanently removed from this mission.
Certainly.
What do you mean? They never will find us. We are gone at that point. The fire brigade is going to put off the
No,
fire.
my point is
like in the ruins at that point.
yeah, my point is that we burn the house and then we need to go to that specific spot where the ritual was performed
Yes,
before.
days later on.
Right, which means that if there are mind-controlled neighbors, they will be on watch. And instead of coming to interrupt us, they might as well call the cops to ensure that we are permanently removed, that we can't fight back. That is also a possibility.
We can like catch like people on the windows like with the binoculars like staring at our way. Easier than like some supernatural thing. It's easier to like basically like skip and dodge around like humans that been mind controlled than like some thing that we don't know about. But like naturally, like I know that like it would be a lot more difficult because the scenario most likely gives like exit steps like how do we succeed the roles. but like it's more fun to like try to like bypass the scenario that is like set up for us.
Yeah. So
And like, yeah.
So yeah, I get it. It's complicated. You will need to think about this and discuss it a little bit, and then we will carry on with that next time. Okay?
Yep.
And you understand. You understand the stakes now, and the end result of this is: do rituals succeed or don't succeed, and prep properly beforehand, yes or no, or to a degree. But the road ahead is clear now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
with that in mind. Good night,
Do needs
everybody.
to do some shopping.
Night,
though.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Yes. Okay. Night, night.
Good night.
Good night.